Welcome to Tempting Fate. Oh, and hello, Enthusi Army.
Thanks for the hugging client.
Hey!
Just getting the tweet thing out here. Okay, that's done. So yeah, welcome to Tempting Fate. So yeah, it's weird. We actually thought that like last week Shira was going to. Oh, whoa! Thank you, Strangely Raider.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you.
Early vote for chaos. And thank you, Gemini Lightning and Kyrea and are those all the new ones?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so we thought last week Shira was going to be the last episode of the season, and then during Game of Thrones, y'all, I mean, oh my god, y'all were just fantastic and unlocked this whole Hero PUPS trilogy, setting a record, a saving throw record in one night that stood to this very day. Like 3 weeks later. Yeah, no, so it's like, yeah, we're doing Hero PUPS. So we have today Gina DeVivo.
Hi.
And Markia McCarty.
Yay.
And Sam Delev.
That's me.
And our very special guest, Emma Fife.
Hello.
You might know from Piper, Deacon Sundry, or Collider, any number
All
of
over the
places.
place.
Yes,
I get around.
But always inside the internet box.
It's true. It's true. I live in the internet, actually.
I do as well.
I think I'm just a creation of the internet and not an actual
Whenever
person.
Twitch goes down, I disappear.
Yeah. Yep.
So, we know a lot of people like that. So usual announcements. Tempting Fate shirts are available at TeePublic. And there's also the new Carrier Penguin shirt.
That's so cute.
Oh, I like the carrier penguin. It's very cute.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Endorsement.
You heard it here.
I've been seeing penguin all over my Twitter because that's the logo right now, and I'm like, I'm on board for this penguin.
Awesome. Yeah, the Carrier Penguin, that particular penguin is on the shirt. It's done by our friend Meaning of Night. Don will put the link in the chat there. And we have opened up community captions on our old YouTube videos. If you want to help out the people who need and like captions, we would love your help there. Thank you. I am Gibbsy and Post Dataist and Piper Hillenbrand and Chandra Deg. Thank you. Vita G.
I learned at Gen Con.
Oh, you learned at Gen Con. Oh, see.
Yeah. Unless I'm wrong, then it's really embarrassing.
Sam was using their time wisely. I was just walking around looking at minis. Thank you, everyone. Thanks to John Harper, the guy who designed Lasers and Feelings, the game that we play here. You can find him at John_Harper on Twitter, and check out Agon, the new game that he's doing with Evil Hat. It's this cool mythology thing. Just go check him out. And thanks to Dom and the Saving Throw for, making all this possible.
Always.
Dom's over there making faces at us. Thank you, Warrior of Books.
Hey.
Thank you to you for making Saving Throw possible with donations like that. As usual, we have Carrier Penguins, and you should check out today's official Carrier Penguin, which comes with an official Carrier pup today for the occasion. By our friend Meaning of Night, you can find that at the Tempting Fate Twitter.
Is so sweet.
That is so cute.
And we have a bunch of tiers, a couple, I guess some of which are, at least one of which is already unlocked. For $25, the first tier, thank you, Sammy David. For $25, the first tier is Poodoo Time. Oh, thank you, Mira in UK. Poodoo Time. Back in Men in Black Part 2, the team had a rambunctious poodoo they had to keep an eye on who could cause trouble depending on the roll
the
of
die roll.
D6. Yes.
Yeah.
So the rambunctious poodoo will be back for tonight. Because we could, pupper time and pupper. If we get to $50 tonight, which I guess we already did, Scooby Snacks.
Yay!
Oh my God! Thank you, Crew and Prosper Neighbor.
Oh wow! Thank you.
Man.
Goodness, y'all.
Wow! Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
The team gets a single-use supply of this irresistible dog treat, which you can use any way you want. You can eat it yourself or anything.
You say it's irresistible.
It is. I mean, Scooby Snacks.
Simply irresistible.
I mean, Shaggy loved them. If we get to $100, we have I Ain't Afraid of No Ghost Dog. The team will be confronted by the terror dogs from Ghostbusters.
Actual nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Meaning of Night. And thank you somebody for, I'm guessing, a bunch of gift subs. Oh, thank you, Tattles S.
Nice.
And if we get to $150, the World War I flying ace, Snoopy will lend the team his flying doghouse.
Great.
That will come in handy.
And if we get to $200 by any chance tonight, we do the character swap. 2 randomly selected players will swap characters
man.
for 20 minutes. And
Wow.
Yes, I can. Thank you.
oh, Leia Sky, thank you. Wow, thank you, everyone.
Yeah. This. Yeah.
Leia Sky got one.
Off
of
to
the,
a great start.
Yeah, got one of the video game and gift packs, I think, in Good Omens. Leia Sky.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, and if we get to $250, Howl, everybody at the table will have to try their best pupper call. You know,
Right.
best ow. I'm not gonna give it away.
But now I want to.
No.
You gotta save
You have
it.
to let me howl.
No,
I have to howl.
can't. No. Sorry, it violates your contract.
I have to howl. Please.
And if we should get, thank you,
Oh
Smokebeard.
goodness. Smoke beard. Hi.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, howling's
And
happening.
one, of course.
Will howl.
Yeah, if we get to $300, who's a big boy? The team can call on Dogzilla for a one-time favor. Dogzilla, Godzilla's dog from our kaiju game, will be on call for y'all. And then after that, we're into Dom time, where Dom just basically does whatever. So yeah, thank you everyone, and I guess so far, thank you Zarkoon, 76. So far we've got Poodoo Time unlocked, and Scooby Snacks, and I Ain't Afraid No Ghost Dog, and the World War I Flying Ace. So we're up to the next one will be character swap. Cool. Thank you so much, everyone.
How could I possibly play Darling? I have no idea how to do such a dramatic task. It would be impossible for me.
Could be the two. It's gonna be random. We're gonna.
How could I do it? It just.
Thank you, Dark of Night.
Oh, yay!
Oh wow.
It's fate.
A lot of
Ineffable.
pupper love.
That's got to
It's
be
tempting.
a vote for chaos because it's Dark of Night. Okay, so yeah, as always, subs get to give players get to give out rerolls. So you can give the rerolls to the players as a whole. They have none left over from last week, or you can give the rerolls to me. I have 8 left over from last week.
Good work, y'all.
My rerolls are forced
You did
rerolls.
this.
Yes, and thank you. My rerolls are forced rerolls since I don't roll a dice. If you do well, I can throw a reroll and make you, try and screw up.
Cool.
We have a couple to give out now. Gemini Lightning gives a reroll to me. Thank you, Gemini Lightning. And Be Right UK gives one to the table.
Yay! Thank
And I Am Gibbsy gives one to the table. And Post Data gives one to the table.
Maybe there's hope.
And Chandra VDG gives one to the table.
Yes.
All right.
I'm noticing a pattern here.
Halfway there.
And Kai Aurea gives one to the table.
Okay.
And Taxelfest gives one to the table.
Woo!
So you're
Correct.
safe
It shows well,
There's hope.
subscribers.
You got a chance here.
And the character swaps opened. So the next one's the Howl. Thank you, everyone. So yeah, we have a thing on Tempting Fate called Pupper Time that comes up as one of these tiers every once in a while, where the team gets saddled with either some kind of troublesome dog or some helpful dog, like it's been like Ace the Bat Hound, who was
Such a good dog.
yeah, surprisingly
Very
competent for a dog.
Dark bat.
And it's like this game, the promise was we would sort of bring together the best and the most popular of those dogs on a single adventure.
Popular.
So the game we play is Lasers and Feelings, and the hack is called Hero Pups. The way it works is this. Everybody's got a character, and every character has a number 2 through 5. If that number is very high, you're good at what we're calling your sharp skills. You're very sharp, and that's like technology and science and cold rationality and like Mr. Spock kind of stuff. And if it's a low number, you're better at what we call rough skills. Which is like intuition and diplomacy and seduction and wild passion and action, like kind of Captain Kirk kind of stuff. And anytime something's in doubt, I will tell you which skills you're using, and then if it's your sharp skills, you want to roll under your number. If it's your rough skills, you want to roll over your number. You automatically roll 1 die. You roll 2 if it's something you're prepared to do, 3 if it's something you're an expert at, and 4 if you're getting help, which we'll get back to in a second. If none of your die succeed, it blows up in your face and things get worse. If one of your die succeeds, you barely manage at some kind of like success, some kind of cost or harm. If 2 succeed, you do well, good job. And if 3 succeed, you get like a critical success with style or something like that. And if you want to help somebody just before they do anything, just shout out, like, I want to help by doing whatever, and then you roll and with the same rules, and if you succeed, they get an extra d6. If you don't succeed, it doesn't hurt them. They just don't get help. And if you roll your number exactly, thank you, Geek Outs.
Thank you.
If you roll your number exactly, you get what tonight we're calling Ask Ralph the Dog.
Ask Ralph.
Yes, Ask Ralph. Ralph from the Muppets is on tap. See, in Game
Amazing.
of Thrones, we sold a Mupper Time tier.
Yeah, we
Mupper Time
did.
is the thing where everybody in the game switches into Muppets, and they wanted
Sometimes,
one
yeah.
character from Hero Pups to go Muppet for the game. So that character is going to be the NPC that answers all questions.
Perfect.
Oh,
And you can
okay.
ask Ralph the Dog anything you want, and I will channel my best Ralph.
He's all smells all
Yes.
Indeed.
And that's it. That's all there is to know. So let's start out by meeting our. First we got two more. Piper Hillenbrand gives a reroll to the table, and Geek Outs gives a reroll to the table.
Yeah.
It's like even now.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank goodness.
And thank you, LH Saber, for the song. Let's meet our hero pups. So we've had a lot of hero pups over the seasons. A lot of them don't have names or fairly generic. So it's like I kind of narrowed the list down to some of the ones that like had some personality, and I gave them out to everybody. And here's what we've got. Why don't we start with Gina?
Hi, I'm Darling the dog. I am a beanie bag toy, and I have a kid who I love, and they're great, and my kid decided that they want to be a doctor. They're going to be hero, so I help them practice.
Yeah.
I'm a 2, and I have the most stupendous sniffing snoot.
Darling, is a 2, which makes them.
I'm rough.
Yeah, rough in this game. Ooh, I forgot to change
Right?
some
You're
stuff.
usually a 3.
It says I'm a 2.
Yeah.
Well-
no, you've gotten rougher.
Dogs are automatically usually 3s on the show, but
I need
because
to
these are
boo-boos for
all
my kid
dogs,
to
we
fix.
decided to go a little more subtle with it. So yeah, Darling is rough, and Darling you might remember from Toy Story. I actually believe your kid now is Ravity.
Ravity wants to be a doctor?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess in universe Ravity, yeah. Maybe real Ravity, I don't know. We'll ask her next week.
She's amazing. She can
Darling
do
the dog
anything.
from Toy Story.
That is 100% true.
Mhm.
Life canon.
And Markia.
Hi, I'm Teapot. I'm a cowardly but cautious herder. Specifically, I'm a space pupper. More specifically, I'm a space corgi. Teapot.
Teapot is also a 2, which makes her rough, and she comes from She-Ra last week. You might remember Tempest, the Force Captain, discovered the Teapot the dog
Teapot.
in a cave on Etheria. And they became friends and went off together in the end.
I cut.
Doggles.
Oh, they're doggles. Oh my goodness.
Doggle. Nice.
I showed my mom Doggles after that. She was enthralled. Thank you, for Doggles.
So, Sam Glev.
I'm Jenny Waffles. I am a tenacious revolutionary, and I fight oppression. I am from the Into the Mappers game, and I was the pet dog of 2 Batman. It says a wrong word here. It says villains, but it means best dog parents ever. And then I went to Apocalypse and led a revolution, and it was good. But then the best part. Then I got back to my parents. I love them so much.
Yeah, Jenny Waffles got to Apocalypse, and with some help from the new gods of New Genesis, led a revolution against Darkseid, which drove him into hiding. Actually, in part 3 of our Batverse game, it all basically happened off screen, but but it was in there. So yeah, Jenny Waffles, and our guest M5. Who are you?
Hi there. I'm called Dog. I was once a hellhound and was supposed to bring about the apocalypse or whatnot, but now I'm just a very good boy and a sidekick to Adam. I saved the world from being flooded by the angel Gabriel, so really I'm a very good boy.
Yes, dog from Good Omens.
Very good boy.
Extremely.
Very good.
Extremely good boy.
11 out of 10.
And an extremely sharp boy. I am a 4.
I'm loving that dog is being channeled as a British dog.
Well,
Because-
yes.
Yeah.
Well, the apocalypse was coming about in England, so it only makes sense
Yep, no, it totally
that
makes
I would
sense.
be a British dog.
That's fantastic. Yeah, it's like a lot of these dogs did not have voices in their first incarnations, so it's like for the purposes of our game
lots of
tonight,
sniffing
all
and
dogs
growling.
can just understand all dogs and their accents. Thank you, PFW Scott, and thank you, Pete Hildenbrand.
Yeah,
Hilbrand,
actually.
sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. So those are our hero pups. Darling the dog and Teapot,
Teapot!
and Jenny Waffles and Dog.
Bark.
It was face corgi time.
There you go.
Every time. My name.
I like it when everyone's dogs. It's the best day ever. I'm also a dog.
Me too, me too.
Oh my gosh, you're also a dog.
All right.
Yeah, where are we all being dogs together?
So yeah, let's just roll into it. We find ourselves on a lovely day in New York City, and
How
it's
did we
weird.
get to New York?
How did I get
Jenny,
here from space?
yeah, Jenny Waffles, Zani and Super Colony, they came
My
from.
parents!
Yeah, they
I love them!
they were pulling a job. So they were sent from Gotham City by let's say the Penguin, to pull a job here in New York, and they brought you along because the dogs that are flaked.
Because they're good parents and they love me and they want to have me around always and I love them.
I feel bad for that sitter.
Because of that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Jack Sitter. Extremely Jack energy.
So you find yourself in the Big Apple while Zani and Super Colony are, let's say, tunneling into a bank.
And bringing me treats. They're the best parents ever.
Yeah, every once in a while they come back to check on you and throw you a treat, but yeah, you're
I love
you're
them!
hanging out there. And Dog. Adam Young and his family, they're vacationing in New York, and they, of course, brought you along because, your family
Of
pet.
course, yes. I'm very, very essential to Adam. I'm his lifelong sidekick.
Yeah, Adam feels the same way. He kind of insisted that the family bring you along. Oh, Ken 13 for you.
Oh, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Tail wag.
Tail wags.
Aw,
See, I have automatic
I love that.
Yeah.
That's the tail wag.
Tail wag.
tail wag.
Tail
Right.
wag.
Oh my god.
Anyway, it's perfect.
Thank you, Ken 13 for you. Thank you, everyone. So yeah, and Teapot.
Teapot.
Yes, since the ending of She-Ra last Sunday, you and Tempest have been
Asteroid.
wandering the universe, getting into adventures, just like learning lessons, kind of, living life and just
Becoming
seeing
rainbow
things,
colored.
becoming rainbow colored.
Yeah.
And this, your universal wanderings have brought you to Earth, a strange, primitive, sort of not magical planet. There's no really advanced tech. There's no, sorcerers or anything. It's all kind of just people and animals and stuff. And you've just been, wandering around the city. New York City, seems to be one of the biggest, population centers on the whole planet. So you're checking it out. And it's interesting.
Yeah. Nothing really flies here though. Except for those. What are those? They've got wings like a ship, but they're not ships unless there's people in them. What are those?
Yeah, and it's cool. You've seen cooler, because you've traveled the universe. But you're doing your thing. And Jenny, Darling.
Darling.
Yeah, Raven.
That's me.
Yeah, Raven
Where's my kid?
has been dragged along on a business trip with her father. He's meeting, with boring business people. So she's kind of chilling at the hotel, just waiting. And
That's okay. We can make
came
believe all
along.
day.
Yeah, that's basically what's going on.
Ferocious adventures. Because I'm rough now.
Yes, you're rough. Yeah, you've.
I'm traveled.
Oh,
I've
wow.
definitely got like a balding patch happening. Too much love. So much love.
That was my baby dog. We tried.
Mhm.
Oh, wow, we opened the howl, so we're up to the last tier. Who's a big boy?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
What does New York smell like?
Oh, not good. I lived there for a long time. Let me tell you.
As a dog?
Not as a dog, so probably worse.
10
For,
times
you
as
know,
much.
but I don't know. They don't seem to mind. So
Right.
it's like,
There's a lot of hot dog stands though.
They smell butts voluntarily.
yeah, that's true.
I think New York
That
probably
is a
smells
good
great.
point.
Yes, if you like the smell of butts, you probably love the smell of New York. No, I'm sorry.
What is it?
No, I
It's
love
a
New
great
York.
place for dogs.
Yeah, I love it. And yeah, you're all doing your things, and then suddenly, while you are you're coming out of Penn Station right on the trip from the airport.
Oh,
you're
yes.
standing there with the family. They're taking pictures, you know, right there on 7th Avenue and stuff. And suddenly this red, like, kind of this ray sweeps down from the sky, and like in its path, it just like it seems to erase every person that it shines
my
on. Just sort of
gosh.
vanishes. And it goes down, and right in front of you, it sweeps over the Youngs, like Adam and his family, and they just vanish. And strangely, it passes over you, but you do not vanish. You just stay there.
Oh no! Adam! Mom! Dad!
And
Where did you go?
there's no answer, and you sort of, you know, you look up and down, and you see these rays, like, you know, it's like now there's more than one of them. You look up and down the street, and they seem to just be like sweeping up and down the avenues and the buildings and stuff. That was dog. Jenny, yeah, you are at the, you know, hanging out at the end of the tunnel that your Pumons are
Watchdog.
digging into a bank. Yeah, you're doing watchdog thing, and you see one of these rays comes down and just sort of sweep over everything, and it shines down into the tunnel, and you hear the conversation between your people like abruptly stop, and their scent just disappears. And you also see these rays suddenly, like more than one of them, just sweeping down from the clouds, just shooting everything around you. And
Mom? Pippa?
you let out little sort of winsome doggy squeaks, but there's nothing. Nothing. And yeah, Teapot.
Yes.
You are walking along with Adora. Not Adora. With Tempest. Sorry, sheer brain connecting game too. You're walking along with Tempest, just right down 42nd Street. You know,
We're
the heart of the
playing.
city.
Look at the thing.
Yeah, and
Come look at
there's
the thing.
so many things to see, and then this ray shoots down and it erases like all these people. And when it gets to Tempest, like she sort of disappears a little bit slower. She's not quite a regular human, you know, being from another planet, and sort of you know, strangely, like it takes a little bit more time, but like in front of you, you know, kind of Thanos style, just like vanishes into the air.
And Teapot goes over and is like nuzzling into Tempest's neck. While Tempest goes, I don't feel good. Oh no.
And then she's gone, and you also just see the
Space
whole.
Mom?
Yeah, PFW Scott, thank you.
you.
Oh my God, thank you everybody. Yeah, and you also just see these rays sweeping all around. And darling, you are in that hotel room with
I'm
Ruby.
faking a limp.
And suddenly, like, one of those rays shoots in through the window, and you look up, and Ravity is just gone.
Kid? Arm! Kid!
Nothing, and you are the only toy there too, so it's like there's.
I have no one to talk to.
You have no one to talk to.
Kid? I know. They went on a snack raid. I'll wait here.
All right, yeah. So yeah.
Guard the bed.
Absolutely. You know, you are guarding the bed, and you're all kind of, you know, a little uneasy watching these rays descend from the sky. You know, in the wake of it, as the humans disappear, you start hearing cars crashing in the distance, and disasters begin to sort of unfold. You know, trains coming off of their rails.
Right then.
Yes, helicopters falling from the sky, like as people just start disappearing everywhere.
Oh.
Dealt with the end of the world before. Think this is nothing I can't handle.
I went to Apocalypse.
I'm a toy.
There's no people.
Yeah, and
Haven't dealt with that.
none of you smell any people anywhere.
I better go to the window.
And as you go to the window, since you're so high up, before the others a little bit, you see something start to descend from the clouds. It's this large basket. And then suddenly from the basket, it comes down and you see in the basket, there are these figures, and like it looks like their basket is attached, as it comes down, like through wires, like you're starting to get the picture of like a hot air balloon. And suddenly you look around, and lots of them start coming from the clouds, and you all start to see a little bit this like just armies of hot air balloons descending.
I ran outside. My kid will love this. I'm gonna go get one for them.
You're going to get a hot air balloon?
Yes!
Okay, yeah, and you absolutely start like going barreling down the steps, headed towards the
I'll be
outside.
surprised when they get back.
And the hot air balloons finally descend from the clouds, and you see that they are in the shapes of the Beagle Boys.
The Beetle Boys?
The Beagle Boys.
Like from DuckTales?
From DuckTales, yeah. Big, giant Beagle Boy balloons descending from the clouds. And you see now in the baskets, there are Beagle Boys. Like just, like in the comics, like hundreds of them. All wearing like their prisoner numbers, and they got their little domino masks and kind of, hats and stuff. And you hear, this voice over the loudspeaker, over, a PA system booming from the sky, attention dogs, this is the Beagle Boys. We have assumed control. There are no more people. We are going to be in charge now. Stay where you are. Thank you. And with that, you see ropes start to come down from the baskets and like
chase the
commando
rope.
style. You chase the rope?
Yeah, tug of war. This is my hot air balloon.
Okay. You as a tiny beanie baby are sort of trying to get onto the end of that rope. And coming sliding down the rope is a Beagle Boy who just like come. You look up. Well, why don't we find out? Make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number. You can roll 1 because it's like surprising to you.
May I assist?
Blizzard Star 1200. You are not there.
Oh, I was hoping that was when my character could enter. Dang.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I want, because Jenny's gonna start charging up at one of them. So that is the...
I love it. Make an assist roll. If it works, your character makes it. If not, you show up a second too late.
All right, I am a tenacious revolutionary who fights oppression.
You can roll 3.
Thank you.
Yeah, you want to roll over your number. Your number is 3. Okay, so you can roll 2.
Over my number. And I got 2.
You got 2, and you got your number?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, absolutely. That Beagle Boy is coming right towards you when suddenly this other dog just comes barreling over and knocks the Beagle Boy, knocks the Beagle Boy kind of enough and grabs you and pulls you out of the way.
I was going for I think this is an accidental assist. I'm entirely diving at the Beagle Boy.
Oh, you're just diving at the Beagle Boy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I haven't noticed you yet.
Knocks the Beagle Boy off, and suddenly you just see like right ahead of you, like it's about to come down, and suddenly like boom, just knocks to the side as this other dog just like jumps on the Beagle Boy. Hey, God, what? Get off! Get off! Someone get this thing off me! Get off!
Get away!
And the Beagle Boy stands up and
Go!
Oh, enthusiasm!
The army.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Go!
And the Beagle Boy's just like, just relax. Hey, we're all on the same side here. You're dogs, I'm dogs. We're all dogs.
Teapot comes running away from something else and knocks him off his paws. Solid.
Okay. Make a that's a rough roll. You want to roll over your number. Teapot is you're cowardly?
I'm running away from something else.
This is an accidental entrance into the scene.
Okay, so
This is a dog pile sequence.
Blindly running.
Okay, so you can roll 1. You want to roll over your number since you're not looking where you're going. Your number.
Yeah.
Great. So yeah, and as he starts to pick himself up, now you come over and knock him down from behind. I know you got your.
I don't know
Yeah,
what's
that's
going
okay.
on.
Yeah.
As Teapot is like running to like very accidentally knock over this Beagle Boy, I'm also headed in the same direction to like intentionally pin him down and question him.
Oh, okay. So that's we'll call that rough. Also, you want to roll over your number. You are kind of a badass.
I am.
You can
Extremely terrier
Extremely.
energy.
Yeah, you can roll 3.
3.
Dogs
You
eject.
want to roll over your number. Your number is 4.
Yes. Okay. I rolled 2 over my number.
Two,
and 1 exact. One,
yeah, and
one
one is your
exact and 2
number.
over.
Okay.
4, so yeah.
So that's 2 successes.
Mhm.
Warrior of Books, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Oh my God. So yeah, and suddenly this 4th dog just jumps out of nowhere and kind of has this, unnaturally large teeth and pins the Beagle Boy down. And, whoa, hey, good,
I'm
nice.
going to question you very calmly.
Nice, Cujo.
What have you done with all of the humans?
Yeah, where's my kid?
I ain't saying nothing.
Are you sure? I think you might want to reconsider that.
I think we would like to intimidate.
All right, you're helping. Okay, make
Bare
a.
my teeth.
Actually, you guys have questions. All right, let's do this first. Oh, Tinksy, thank you.
Oh,
my God. Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Tinksy.
Thank you as always. Thank you, Tinksy. Thank you, everyone. So that opens Who's a Big Boy, and I guess we're on our way to Dom time. So yeah. Wow. Okay. Gotta start getting into some of this stuff. Thank you, everyone. So yeah. Make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number. Your number is 3. Why don't you go first since you're helping?
Yeah.
Intimidation. You're Jenny Waffles. You can roll 2.
They haven't heard of what I did
Yeah.
on Apocalypse on Earth.
On Earth, you're just some dog.
That's how it
They
goes.
don't know yet.
We can help
yeah.
them.
All right,
Yeah.
so you can roll
Exceedingly
4.
Great.
Because you're scary as hell.
Yes.
And you want to roll over your number.
1 success.
1 success.
Yeah.
Okay, so success with
Whoa.
consequence. All right. So you guys are, you two are doing your work on the Beagle Boy, and while that's happening, you just drifting off from a nearby alley, you just hear this like piano music playing, and then sort of just rolling out a little bit on this fog is Ralph the dog, and he's like, "Hello, welcome, Ralph the dog here. Do you have any questions for me? Ralph knows all, sees all. I get to see the script tonight, so yeah. What's your question for Ralph? Could be anything. Yeah.
Are there any snacks in the hot air balloon?
In the hot air balloon? No, there are no snacks up there.
Drat.
And you also,
my
I think
kid
you
will
get a
be hungry
question for
when we get
Ralph. Quick with a joke or light of your smoke. What do you...
I don't
Sorry.
smoke. Rolf, what I want to know is how do we get the humans back? I worked very hard to save humanity, and now it's all gone quite wrong.
How to get the humans back?
You said you were all-knowing, but forgive me if I'm a bit skeptical.
Well, the Beagle Boys have, oh, Tinksy, thank you for the show. Well, the Beagle Boys have some weird technology that makes it vanish. If you could find that technology and figure out how to work it, that would seem to me to be the quickest way to get those people back. Ralph the dog out, and just sort of plays himself out back into the alley. And suddenly, as you're growling at this Beagle Boy, he just looks up. He's like, okay. What do you want? What do you want?
And Teapot comes over and sticks their face in their face and like, we want answers! And then runs behind them.
Well,
Are they wearing shoelaces?
yes.
Oh.
What are you trying to do?
Tug of war with their shoelace.
Tug of
And
war?
adding to the intimidation checks.
So intimidating.
Yeah, okay. It looks down at his shoes, just like, and it sees all these other Beagle Boys descending from these balloons all around you, who none of them seem to be coming to help him. It's like, hey, God, hey, bro, yeah. God.
Should have made
have
more friends at
brothers,
the
they're the
dog
worst.
park.
So wait, what was the question?
It was...
What did you do with the humans?
I don't know. I just fly the balloon and shoot the ray.
Who knows?
Hey,
Ray.
only Ma knows how the plan works.
Oh, is that your leader?
Yeah, and our Ma, by coincidence. It's not just a clever name.
Where are they? And then Teapot runs behind Darling. Well, actually, Darling's smaller
Are
than
you saying
Teapot.
I'm quite small.
Teapot tries anyway. He tries anyway.
I suck in a lot of air to my beanie bag body to cover you as much as possible.
So Teapot's face is covered behind, and then you just see like corgi butt.
Are Are you saying that all of these other dogs that look exactly like you in these hot air balloons descending to the earth are all your immediate siblings? They're all the children of one mother.
I might be saying that. We're a big family. Don't you like big families? Get something against big families?
I have quite a small family myself, so I don't really have a frame of reference.
I have my mom and my Pippa, and they're taken, and I want them back.
Well, okay, I'll tell you everything you want to know. And at that moment, what you see is trotting off from a nearby stretch of grass is the cutest little deer thing you've ever seen. It's like a miniature deer, which you may or may not recognize as a poodoo. It just sort of trots out if you don't know what a poodoo looks like, go to Google Images.
Do it.
They're very cute.
Yes.
Open a tab.
You're doing it right now.
Split windows.
Yeah,
Doing it.
absolutely.
Yep. Gotta be did.
And the poodoo runs out, and here's the way the poodoo works. If I roll a 1 or 2 or a 3, the poodoo is good. If I roll a 4 or a 5, the poodoo causes trouble. And if I roll a 6, the poodoo causes a lot of trouble. So while you were questioning...
Aren't they the most?
What's the spelling of a poodoo?
P-U-D-U.
Typing
PUDU.
weird things right now.
Oh. P-U-D-U.
Thank you.
They're so cute.
I love them. I just needed to look at them again.
What?
Right?
Yeah.
That is an actual creature on this earth.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
This one's blipping.
Yes, they do that. Aren't they magical?
So
What
yeah.
is this Chihuahua deer?
Ours. And trouble.
Okay.
It's trouble.
So that's
No.
5. So
Big trouble.
Causes
with a little
trouble.
voodoo.
the poodoo comes running through, and it's so cute. All of you look up and just kind of oh.
What is that
And while that's
thing?
happening, the beagle boy throws you off of him and goes running away into the
So we fly paws over to
Yes.
And then the poodoo stops and just sort of looks up at you all and Meh! I don't know what kind of noise poodoo's make.
Really is quite cute though.
And it's wags its little
Sniff,
poodoo
sniff.
tail.
Sniff, sniff.
Best new pupper friends.
Lick.
What?
Yes, are you a
is
dog?
it?
You're a dog.
Yeah, I'm a dog. You're a dog.
I'm a dog.
You smell
You're a
like
dog.
You're a dog too.
I am a dog.
You're a dog.
Well, strictly speaking, I was sort of a hellhound, but I guess
Is that a
I'm a
good
dog.
thing or
I'm a dog.
thing?
You're a dog. I'm a dog.
it's sort of a
Good
subject to
thing?
interpretation thing. What you see, when I was named,
Are you an ex-soldier?
a soldier's not really quite how I would describe it. But you see, I was named dog by a very good
I'm a dog.
boy, and thus
Good
just
dog.
started to take on
Good boy?
the
So
characteristics
you're
of a dog.
good?
Oh yes, I'm a very, very good dog. Very good.
I'm a good dog.
I'm a good dog.
Yes, you are.
I'm a good space dog.
Space dog.
Space
dog.
What are your names? I'm Darling.
I'm Teapot.
I'm Jenny.
If you ever forget, it's right here.
I'm dog.
Dog.
Just
I'm a dog.
dog. Yes, but that's also my name as well as what I am. But once again, strictly speaking, I'm sort of a hellhound.
I'm
but-
a space dog.
Right, we've established that.
Have you seen my kid? I can't smell them.
I've lost my kid as well.
What was he talking about? What Ray?
Where's Ma?
I saw
There, Ma.
I saw Ma and Pippa doing crimes, and then there was a vzz, and then they were gone, and I couldn't smell them anymore. And I'm getting them back.
Yes.
You want to get them back with me?
Yes.
I want to.
Last time I lost them, I started a whole revolution on a whole planet.
Oh.
We can get these dogs way easier than that.
I've had a lot of adventures, but they've been on space. But I'm okay with having it here on Earth also.
Again, I was supposed to signal the coming of the apocalypse and the end of everything, so I feel like I can...
I was on Apocalypse.
You were an apocalypse.
I was on Apocalypse. That was where the revolution
On
happened.
apocalypse.
I
Is that
have
like
a pair of lips.
a pair of lips?
Pair of lips.
You all have amazing imaginations.
The poodoo's just standing there wagging its tail, watching you talk.
Do you guys want to help me tug of war?
Extremely.
I want that air balloon.
Yeah.
It does seem
We
like
need
it
it.
would be quite intelligent of us to take one of those air balloons and
Intelligent. I just want to see it.
on
I like to be high.
quest to
All right.
find
In the
their
sky.
leader.
Everybody roll a rough roll. You can roll. All right. You can roll 3. You can roll. How big are you? You're.
I'm
Jenny, what kind of dog
I'm
is Jenny?
a pibble.
Pitbull.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can roll
Little
3.
pibble.
You're
I'm
kind
a
of
space
Yeah, you're
corgi
small.
with little
Look at
legs,
smile.
so I can hug the rope as I climb.
You can roll 1, and you can roll 1. I'll
How
say.
about if I jump on someone's back?
No, you all gotta make the
I don't
pull
know.
roll.
Stand on their head.
Okay. 2
As in
success.
working out.
2 successes.
Yeah.
1.
1 success. All right. You each get to roll 1.
I got my number.
Okay, so that's a success.
Ooh.
Was this
Alright.
under or over? Is this
This
rough
is gonna
or
be
sharp?
over. It's gonna be rough.
I didn't get one.
That's all right. I was setting it at 3 out of 4. By the way, thank you, Arnichi.
Just little
just
beanie baby.
hanging.
Only one.
I'm setting it at 3 out of 4
Helping!
successes. Right? You're hanging on me
Floating.
and doing nothing. You two are doing a lot of pulling, and that balloon's just inching down slowly. And eventually, it kind of gets to the ground, and it kind of comes down hard on the ground, and the basket is now just right there next to you.
We did it!
I sit on the rope, so that other people, other pupper can climb into
Yes.
the box.
I'm gonna leap over the edge of the box and into the basket.
Okay, you get into the basket. Mini marker, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Yeah,
I haven't figured out
you
how
get
to
inside
get
the
it.
basket, and it's the basket's like fairly large. Actually, it looks like there were probably a couple of Beagle Boys in there who have now slid down that rope and disappeared, not
We fits.
realizing their brother could not handle this pack of dogs. And you look around. Why don't you make a sharp roll? You
I
want
got
to
my number.
you got your number.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
while you're looking around, you just hear from a nearby bush this like piano music start to swell up on the soundtrack, and you hear the voice of Ralph the dog. Hello, Ralph the dog here. Do you have any questions?
Yes. What would be the closest thing that I could heard?
The closest thing that you can heard.
Oh.
Extremely quirky.
There's actually a cat nearby.
No.
Yeah.
Is there?
Yes.
The dogs left the cats?
There is a cat
Dogs herd
nearby.
cats.
Oh, yes.
Herding dogs. Ooh.
I'm surprised the Beagle Boys left them.
Yeah, the Beagle Boys missed
Well,
this
beagles don't
particular
have
cat
herding
who was hiding out.
In the
just need
basket?
Ray.
Where's the cat?
The cat's not in the basket. Do you want to look for the cat?
I'm gonna have to look for the cat now.
All right, make a sharp roll. You want to roll under your number.
I
How
got my
did you
number.
do?
How many dice do you want me to roll for my
Okay,
sharp roll?
you're a hellhound. You're just searching a basket. You can roll 2.
Okay.
You want to roll under your
Under,
number.
yeah.
Your number is 4.
I rolled 1 of my exact number.
Okay, success
one
with
success,
consequence.
I don't know how many dice.
You're searching for a cat.
A herding
You
dog.
can
No, I have
roll.
herding information.
Yeah, you can roll 3. You want to roll under your number. Your number is
2.
2.
Where's the cat?
Okay, well, success with
I got
consequence.
1. Yeah.
Okay, we'll get back to you in a second. You go off kind of sniffing around for the cat. You start searching that basket, and you're looking around, and you find steering mechanism, for the basket, and it looks like there's some maps, and there's some navigational charts.
Okay. I want to look at the navigational charts and see if they indicate from whence these baskets came.
All right, but your success was a success with consequence.
Yes.
So when you pull that navigational chart to
Yes.
the side, what it does is like it hits like a nearby lever,
Oh.
and it looks like some of the sandbags on the side just like detach, and the hot air
Are you
balloon
in?
starts to like raise up.
Oh no!
And you're sort of ascending into the sky.
Jenny!
You're,
I bite the rope.
make a rough roll. You want to roll over your
May I
number? You
assist?
can roll. Yes. How do you want to assist?
Tug of war.
Tug of
Pull
war.
up as they climb.
Oh, smart.
Make a rough roll. You can roll 1. You want to roll over your number? Your number is 2.
Get help.
Get help. All right. You can roll.
help.
You can roll. What did we say?
Pibble tug of war.
Pitbull tug of war 4.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Boy.
Wow.
1 success.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you
If my
bite on
number
it.
were 2, I would be so set, y'all.
You bite, but you are now pulled into the air with the balloon also. You,
Perfect.
meanwhile,
You're right.
I've got you.
you've wandered onto some nearby, into some nearby shrubs, following the
Oh no,
scent
I
of this
got up on
cat.
the balloon with everybody else.
Oh no, you went looking for the cat. Remember?
No, I got up on the balloon and then I asked what was the nearest thing that I heard, and then you said there is a cat nearby, but
Oh,
I'm
are
on
you-
the balloon.
Are you not going looking for the cat?
Well, I was already on the balloon when I asked what was there nearby to herd.
Well, right, but
I
after
just
you,
want to be honest here.
Yeah, okay, yeah. No, I'm gonna say after you rolled and you did your, when you did your roll for the sharp skills, that was you were searching for the cat. So you came off the balloon to go,
Okay.
wander around, and yeah, you are wandering around, and you turn in behind some bushes. You find this robust orange cat with black stripes and big round eyes. And he's sort of like nervously scarfing down a plate of lasagna. And he looks up and kind of like a deer in the headlights when he sees you come through the bushes. He's like, oh,
Hey, you're a cat.
yes.
I'm supposed to
I am a cat.
herd you.
I would appreciate not being herded.
Teapot's gonna do like this little dancing thing that Corky's doing here.
And the cat sort of backs off, but he holds the plate of lasagna and it kind of eats it a little faster as it's like backing away from you.
And then it goes just this is hurting. This is hurting what's happening right here.
Just a little puppy dressage.
It's just like little horses.
Oh, I can imagine
Yeah.
the tiny little
It's
booty
just like,
wiggle.
Oh yeah.
We all know that Corky
I said
booty
you do the
wiggle.
tap, tip, tip, tap, and the booty slap.
And the cat scarfs down the rest of the lasagna and says, okay, listen, I don't have time for this. Listen, my name is Garfield. What's your name?
Teapot.
Teapot. It's nice to meet you. Maybe we can cut some kind of a deal here. If you don't herd me, I will give you this box of Scooby snacks. And he pulls out from behind his back a box of Scooby snacks, dog treats. Got a picture of Scooby on the front. It says they're ruby delicious.
I've never had these before, but I think this herding was successful.
I encourage you to see it that way. And then he licks the lasagna pan one more time and goes darting off. And our first downtime cheer, the appearance of Garfield.
Awesome.
Alright.
And you also now have the box of Scooby snacks as you turn around to see the balloon starting to lift off the ground.
Wasn't
something
there a fourth one of us?
I'm gonna
We
run
seem to
and
be down.
try to
One.
grab onto the dog butt in front of me with my
Oh
my
no.
little paws.
Okay, that's a rough roll. You want to roll over your number. You can roll 3. You're like a galactic adventurer.
I would like to help
Very
and
Indian.
note and see that this is happening and run over because I'm a much bigger, stronger dog than this little dog. So I want to come chomp down on the rope that you're tugging on and help with the tug of
Okay,
warring.
that's
Thank you
also
very much.
that's also a rough roll.
Cool.
You want to roll over your number. You can roll 2 since it's all kind of happening in the moment.
2, okay. All right. I got 1 success.
1 success. Okay, that's all it takes. So
Yeah.
you get help.
It's got a rough start.
The dog size distribution of this
Yeah.
arrangement
Yeah.
is
4
extremely
successes.
hard.
1's my number.
Oh wow.
Nice.
4 successes. I'll say that's so successful. It's like you managed to catch that rope, and your weight is the exact difference that it takes to pull the balloon back down towards the earth.
Balance.
Yeah, success with style.
Fluffy booty balance.
Critical mass.
Do it.
And it comes down, and it comes right down next to this Muppet dog playing a piano. Who says, "Hey, Ralph the dog here. What's your question?"
Where's the nearest thing I can herd?
Well, your 3 friends are here.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ralph out, and he starts playing the piano as rolls away.
I like being heard.
Please get in the basket. Get in the basket.
Oh, okay.
Get in the basket.
I'm
Yay! Herding successful. Are you in the basket? Get in the basket.
You're
I
all,
get up, basket goes up. What do I do? How does it work?
get in
It's witchcraft.
the biscuit and we'll fly. Flying is great. I love to fly. I'm a pilot. Maybe.
Are you really?
Well, my person is a ex-horde soldier. Goods is kind of a pilot, and I'm from space, so I'm gonna say yes.
I went to space.
Space is really great.
My mom's from
Yeah.
space.
Ooh, I'm from space.
I love her. I love my mom and my Pippa. I love them the most. They're the best in the whole wide world. I love them. Where are they?
Oh.
I've never been to space, but I do come from the depths of hell, so I mean,
Where's
Is that near
Are
Alpha
there smells?
Centauri?
it's like below the Earth. I think theoretically speaking, it's a bit
You
unclear.
dug deep enough into the earth?
Is it like
No,
I get distracted and start digging.
a bit.
In the basket?
Start digging.
Is it in
I'm not in the
our
basket.
Oh, I thought you guys
Because I
were
had the rope, because, like, Jenny Waffles has not yet figured out how to get in basket without basket fly. They have not solved this problem. But then they got distracted from the whole notion because digging.
By the way, real fast.
My weight can keep it down.
LH Saber sends a
Definitely
reroll to the
true
table.
things.
And Mini of Night sends a reroll to me.
Oh.
And PFW Scott sends a reroll to the table. And Mini Marker sends a reroll
Why
to
do you
me.
hate dogs?
And Blizzard Star sends a reroll to the table. And Tinksy sends a reroll to me.
Whoa.
Keeping very even.
Wow.
Thank
No,
you so much,
not-
everyone.
Not even
Crazy.
remotely even. There's only one of you.
And then you're like, hey, what's going on over there? And you see like a couple of Beagle Boys starting to move on your position.
Oh dear.
Teapot goes over to Ginny. I keep on wanting to call you darling. Goes
That's
over to
darling.
Ginny. Yeah,
Darling the dog.
That's you. I'm
They-
Teapot.
They're a dog.
They have both.
I'm
played
holding down
Darwin
the
in
weight.
past.
Yes.
Ooh, get in the basket.
I put my paws up, so that you can get in the basket.
Okay.
Because I'm bigger than you.
Yeah, and then I jump in the basket, and then I go, get in the basket.
So pibbles are actually really good at vertical jump. So I'm just gonna.
Yeah, the basket. I mean,
Get in the basket.
you're still on the ground now, right? So
Yeah,
it's like,
I
yeah.
just want to hop in without it lifting off enough that like
Okay, you know what?
I can't get it.
Make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number. You can roll 3.
Get in the basket.
Yeah. You fly over that thing, and now the 4 of you are in the hot air balloon
Yeah.
basket.
Hurting successful.
Right. So about Teapot being a
Teapot.
a pilot.
That's
Oh,
me.
do you know how to fly this thing?
I'm going to say yes.
Get out of there! And you hear like a sweeping of gunfire.
Teapot is so scared to get away from the gunfire, they jump onto the steering mechanism.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you look over and you see like the Beagle Boys have like these, old fashioned Tommy guns. And you're just jumping out of your way. Okay, you want to roll over your number. It's rough. You want to roll 1. Because you're not trying to do this on
Nope.
purpose. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. You hit that mechanism, but
With
yeah.
my butt.
But success with consequence. It's like it drops all the sandbags immediately, and the air balloon just like flies off in the air. And of course, there were all those other Beagle Boys hot air balloons up there. So immediately you start like looking. You see that you're coming up right beneath another one of them.
All right.
keep
we need
going.
we need to all get to one side of the basket to redistribute the weight, and then we should be able to just fly past them in theory.
Okay.
So I should turn this?
No, just everyone to one side. Well, let's all go to the
Already
right,
there.
to the right side of the basket.
Already there.
You roll to the side. You run to the side.
I roll my back. Roll, yeah, roll over.
You are probably the 2 heaviest of
Yes.
these dogs.
I'm definitely the. Maybe actually.
Maybe yeah, I don't.
Terriers are a little smaller than quarter.
Yeah, it's pretty
but,
close.
Because they're chunky
thick
boys. They're
dogs,
thick boys.
though.
So
They're
which of you
thick
two
with
wants
2
to roll the help
Cs.
roll?
I can do a help roll with it.
All right, make
Because
rough.
this is calculated, right? Or
Uh,
is this rough?
This will be rough because you're just. Over.
Yes.
You can roll 2. You want to roll over your number. Your number is 2.
You get double successes.
Yep, so you can roll. You're a pretty big dog. I guess. When you
Yeah.
swell up to demon
Yes,
dog
Yeah,
size.
that's what I'm doing.
So let's say
Definitely.
you can roll 4 with
Yeah.
help. You want to roll over your number.
My number is 4.
Your number is 4.
2 success.
All right, yeah,
Yay.
and one of them's your number. So yeah,
Both of them actually. Both my successes were.
You roll over just in time to see that that balloon just narrowly like just loft to the side around the other balloon, and you narrowly miss it coming right up alongside it. And the Beagle Boy inside the other balloon is just like, what the hell? And he's all startled.
I'd like to take a swipe at that Beagle Boy balloon as we're
make
going.
a rough roll. You want to roll over your number? You can roll 3. You can roll 2. Balloon to balloon. That's a pretty tough one. Okay.
I'm gonna use a reroll.
I've
Yeah,
done a
okay.
whole lot of vehicle combat in my time. But
Each
this
reroll, you can roll 1 die.
first.
Oh, only
So
one.
If you want to
Okay.
reroll both of them, you can do 2.
Got it.
You-
I'm gonna use 2. We got a bunch.
Okay.
Let's
yeah,
go crazy.
Yeah, no, we encourage you to burn the rerolls.
Okay. 1 success.
That's all it takes. So success with consequence. You reach across and you swipe that other dog, that Beagle Boy. He's just like, what the heck? And then that claw hits him, and he just goes flying out of the basket, plummeting towards the earth. And you sort of see a Wile E. Coyote style, landing puff of
worth it.
smoke on the bottom. But you fall out of the basket
Oh,
and just
no.
catch it with your paw, and are sort of dangling now, cliffhanger style.
Dog!
Teapot goes over.
I'd like to lunge for dog's collar
Okay.
and pull.
That
I'm
rough.
a
You
good-
want to roll over
I'm a
your
big
number.
boy.
It's all happening in the heat of the moment. You can roll 2.
Teapot's gonna help by going to the edge and saying, "Get in the basket."
Okay, that sounds like a moral support. So that is also rough. You want to roll over your number. You can roll 2. You're probably good at this kind of thing.
I take over the wheel.
Yeah, you go. You're trying to hold the
My
wheel.
kid had a pilot phase. I know how to do this.
I don't know if hot air balloons have wheels, but yeah, what the heck?
This one,
Um,
absolutely, definitely.
This one
yeah,
does.
yes, it's big advanced Beagle Boy technology.
Yeah.
You get help.
You get
All
help.
right, so I'm rolling.
So you're rolling heat of the moment. You can roll 3 with help.
Dang.
Get in the basket.
And that's exactly what I do. I get in the basket.
With encouragement and their help,
Yes.
you get right back in there.
Dive in.
And the basket ascends over the other balloons and into the cloud and sort of just gets caught up into the wind and starts drifting over the city.
Oh, we're good dogs.
For good dogs.
Good dogs.
Good dogs.
Good dogs.
Oh, and you hear through the voice of the radio, there's a little nearby radio,
Right.
and you hear this voice come through the radio, like first some piano music, and then you hear, hey, Ralph the dog here, you rolled your number, do you have a question?
Rolf, what can
Yes.
you tell me about lasers?
Lasers?
Yes, that seems to be what made all of the humans disappear, so I was just curious.
Well, the rays...
Scientifically, what you knew.
Chase them.
These rays are of an extremely advanced technology, which I would say is probably beyond anything known to man or pupper.
Well, I'm not strictly speaking a pupper. Is that the term that you used?
Yes, doggo, pupper,
Right then.
Wolferino.
Sure. Go on.
Is that a regional term? Maybe it's just from where I'm from. Never mind. Rolf out, and the music just disappears. And yeah, you're drifting along now in the clouds. By the way, you have the box of Scooby snacks. I want to remind you.
How many
Yes.
do I have?
We
There?
can
It's just
smell.
limitless.
It is a one single-use supply.
Oh.
So essentially, it's like you can use, you can give them to one dog at one time, and they are irresistible.
Could be very
Okay.
useful for negotiating.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
snacks.
So you still have the Scooby snacks, and the poodoo is up there in the basket with you. It's like you turn behind you, and
Great.
it's just in there wagging
The
its
poodoo's
tail,
in the
watching
pilot's
you.
seat. Like, just the little poodoo not fitting in the seat.
You think you're steering,
I'm-
and the
I'm
poodoo's
hoisted
actually
up.
doing it. Yeah.
I'm still confused as to what sort of animal you are. It seems to me that only canines survived those lasers, so are you in fact some sort of dog?
And it just licks your face and wags its tail.
I think it took the people, not the poodoos.
Oh.
You know,
Still smell cats.
those
and gerbils.
lasers.
Hamsters.
You know what? You're right. You do have a point there.
Those lasers remind me of teleportation lasers. Where it's a ray, and then
What's
the ray
teleportation?
hits you, and then you're somewhere else. On the other
Like a
end
car?
of the ray.
Yes.
So you're saying that
Or
you
We have
think
them in space.
the people just got sent somewhere else?
Maybe. I'm
Mama and
going
Pippa
to
do that
say
sometimes.
yes.
They get sent somewhere else, and then they come back with crime stuff and treats. I love them. Treats.
Treats go to good dogs.
We're good dogs.
We're good dogs.
We should go find our treats.
We should herd something.
How do we?
I wanna sniff around for a big red button.
You
I would
They're
like to
usually
assist
big
in
red
that.
buttons.
when you
I'll
search
just
around
depend a
before,
sniffing snoot.
Yeah, there
You-
was
you
like
found the-
maps and navigation charts.
right,
So-
and the steering
Okay.
mechanism. So you want to examine the steering mechanism closer?
Yeah, see if there's a big button that I shouldn't press.
Sure. Make a sharp roll. You want to roll under your number. You don't know
Sure.
anything about this. You can roll one.
No idea. what this is.
And there are those maps and navigation things too.
Nope.
I'm going to look at the navigation chart again and see if there's like, because these are the Beagle Boys. They're not like subtle.
No.
So I'm looking for sort of like a
They're
big.
flying around in big balloons shaped like
Exactly.
their own heads.
I'm
Yeah.
looking for like an X marks the spot of like, here's our secret lair.
Okay, that's a sharp roll. You're trying to make some sense out of the maps. You want to
Yeah.
roll under your number.
Okay.
Oof. You are a hellhound. Your number is 4, so you are actually on that side of the spectrum. So yeah, you can roll 2.
Okay.
But you were on the sharper side of dogs.
Yes.
Oh, the balloons are shaped like your head.
You've been around when Adam was practicing his
Yeah.
English lessons.
That's 2
This is an
success.
adventure.
2 successes.
Yeah.
You know,
That is making
you spread out those maps and you can sort of see
Right.
there's a big X and it looks like it is over a picture of it's like one of these real crude cartoon maps, like a picture of like cartoon
Yes.
New York, which looks just like where you are. You look down and it looks
excellent
just like the
crayon
picture.
use.
And then there's a big line that flies like through like New
Oh.
York up through like Canada, and it comes and it comes to like all the way north of Canada to the coast of a place called Labrador.
You didn't spread the papers on the floor, did you?
I did. I spread them all out. So
Do you have to
We're in a
potty?
basket.
Yeah.
I mean-
I'm just like in the corner doing this.
Uh-oh.
I'm
I know that look.
I'm fine.
Right. Well, is there just? Can you just not on these charts? These could be very important for us finding where we need to go to
I mean,
make
the
all
Texas
people
part of the chart.
come back.
What?
I have now shredded the Texas part of the chart.
The Texas part.
Look, if you leave a piece of paper with a dog for
Yeah.
more than 5 seconds, what you end up with is confetti.
Oh, okay.
So I've chewed through Texas already. One more munch and I'm into the Appalachias. If we get up the eastern seaboard, we're in big problems with the actual map.
all right, you are now chewing on the map.
Right. I'm going to try and fold this map up before any more of it becomes a snack.
All right, make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number? You can roll. You can roll 3.
Okay.
You're pretty large and intimidating.
Okay.
I share some of my paper with Darling.
Yeah.
You might want to tear some too.
2 success.
2 successes.
Darling's not used to
So yeah, you get enough of it
shredding.
away, and it leaves enough shredded paper for the dogs and various needs. And that is as much as we will deal with that. And the balloon drifts on, and you've got the
Right.
part that's still got the X over the over
Okay.
the word Labrador, which you
Now-
recognize because you can read English. Because
I
you're from
can
England.
read
Yeah.
English because I am indeed from England. I'm
As
very-
all English dogs
very
can.
very intelligent dog. Now I'm going to turn to the poodoo because it seems to be a reasonable sort of fellow. Now, do you know how we need to follow this route and navigate this balloon? And you seem to have taken quite naturally to the whole flying of it. Do you think you can follow these directions?
Bah. No, the poodle, did not seem of much help.
Great.
In fact,
Oh no.
the poodoo grabs the map out of your hand, like thinking that you're handing it to him, and starts running around in little circles in the basket, while chewing.
I chased them.
No.
You
I'm playing tug of war with the map.
you're trying to play tug of war with the map?
He's running. Look, if a creature has something in its mouth and runs around, what it wants is for you to chase it and grab the thing that's in its mouth and play tug of war in it. This is just basic psychological.
Make a
facts.
rough roll. You want to roll over your number? You can roll 2. Poodoo's very fast. Just running around in circles.
One success.
One success. Success with consequence. Yeah, you look at the map, and the map rips between you and the poodoo, and the two of you go flying and fall off your feet.
But it's one success, so I had the bigger piece.
Okay.
Good.
Sure.
Okay, that's important. That.
Right, okay, we're gonna just stop that now, and I'm gonna grab the map out of both of their little mouths.
All right. Yeah. I'll give that to you. Since
Okay.
you already
Oh,
had
yeah,
success
yeah.
before.
Yes.
We don't need to pupper versus pupper.
Yeah, and you hold the two pieces together, and you
Right.
see, you get the feeling. Yes, there's this big red X over. It looks like the coast of Labrador.
Okay.
As you're looking at it, Darling's head just pops up in between you and the map. Just goes, it's like a treasure map. My kid used to make these all the time. I can read it.
You know, that surprisingly makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, you just follow the dotted line.
All right, but
can
we
do
just
it.
have to figure out how to make the balloon we're in follow the dotted line.
Use your imagination.
Just,
You can go anywhere with your imagination.
I
Alright,
don't quite understand.
Make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number. You can roll 3 because you're charming and inspirational as a Beanie Baby. That's what you do.
It's great.
Over or under? I can't.
Over.
Over.
Your number is
3 successes.
You know what? Just get you all fired up. You think I can do this.
You know what? It's right. All you've got to do is believe that you can do it, and anything's possible.
Okay, let's see what's actually possible. You run over.
I'm going over to the navigation. Like,
I'm following.
I'm a pilot.
Oh yeah.
right.
Make a help roll. You want to roll under your number. It's sharp.
Oh, ooh.
You can roll 3 because you know a lot about piloting.
Can my 3 successes also add an inspirational bonus die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got my number. You get help.
You get
Yay!
So with help and with the inspirational bonus die, you can roll 4.
Okay, and this is a
This is sharp. You want to roll under your number.
Yep.
Your number is
4.
4.
Mm,
Oh wow.
that's all 4. That's 3 successes.
You
We
step
are
right
going
up
to
to that
Labrador.
console and with just completely unearned self-confidence, start pulling levers and pushing buttons, and just bam! It's like that thing soars in the direction.
Yes.
Somehow, a hot air balloon just shoots through the air in the direction.
Don't worry, humanity. We're going to save you.
I have my head out of the basket and my ears are in the wind.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just
yeah.
at the front like a compass, just looking at the map and just every time just shifting my snoot in the correct position.
And Teapot's behind them. Her face is just like sticking out in the butt.
As that balloon shoots off, I think everybody needs to let's do the howl. This is a good place for us
Ah.
to So we'll start over here. Gina, give us your best awoo.
And we'll just like do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm at the front. I'm pointing at the thing, and feel the wind and the ears flapping. And this is the furthest up I've ever been.
And then right behind them, hiding their face, but the little ear is flapping, and a little rainbow butt is like,
Everyone's singing the song of our people.
And then feeling very inspired by this little Beanie Baby dog, I just follow their lead and go,
The balloon just drifts through the air with this, cacophony, and the
That's how
poodoo
my dog
looks up,
howls.
and the poodoo sees you all howling and goes, bah, and then wags its tail some more. So yeah,
And so it's just like there's the moon in the sky, and then there's just
it's like ET, but with a hot air,
Yes.
like Beagle Boy's hot air balloon.
100%.
yeah.
just
The
head
moon.
silhouette. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's it is flying along, and
I love howling.
did something happen?
No, I was just commenting that I love howling and thanking the chat.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
thank you, Chad.
Yeah.
We are firmly into Dom time, so I no longer know what is going on. But,
Yeah.
we
But we're
appreciate
pumped up.
everything. Yeah, thank
Ooh,
you. So
he
much.
just gave
knows.
such a smile
Whoa.
over
The
here.
Dom knows.
He just gave
Confident
such a
Dom is
smile.
just the best.
Yeah, Dom, like evil Dom. It's like he's got like this evil grin. Now it's more like
No,
a
evil Dom would
Yeah.
have a shaved face because beard.
beard. Yeah, okay, all right.
Or just goatee. Evil dog.
Just goatee.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
Traditionally.
Yeah, shaved face.
Right.
Shaved
Mm.
face.
He's shaved out.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. I stand
What's the
corrected.
donation for evil dog face?
What is the donation for evil Dom face?
Can you imagine all the pups just get those
I guess that
little
will have to be up to
whisker-
Evil Dom.
Well,
whisker goatees on the dogs?
Jersey Driver, thank you for
Yeah,
the
the
sub.
terrier ones.
So yeah, that hot air balloon flies through the night, and you know you're getting a little tired as you pass over the Rockies and upstate New York, and
I'm good.
the mountains of Canada, and you're going north and further north, and as the morning comes, you start coming to a coastline that looks like it's the same shape as the one on your map, and you look down and you look up and you look down and you look up.
right. It seems that this place, this destination is Labrador, which is very fitting because it is a type of dog. So
I'm a dog.
You're a dog.
I am in fact dog. That's
I'm a space dog.
my name.
I'm a space dog.
Yes, you are.
Yes! I'm my kid's dog.
Yes, you are.
You're a good dog.
You're a good dog.
You're a good dog.
You're a good
You're a
dog.
good dog.
So when do we go down?
Now.
How?
Experimentally in the basket. It does not affect the
Yeah,
basket.
that happened.
All right.
I
So
jump
now
again.
I guess we just have to figure out how to get down.
I imagine I am made of stone.
What are you doing?
I'm imagining I'm heavy and made of stone.
All right, I tell you what. Make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number. You can roll 3 because you have the power of belief and friendship.
I would like to assist by also lying down and putting my head down and just screwing my eyes up really tight. I don't know what we're doing, but I'm helping.
Yeah, that works. Let's say that's also a rough roll. You can roll 1. You can roll. You roll.
This
over
is
your number
traditionally the assist method of dogs.
because
Yes.
you don't know.
I have no idea what we're doing, but I'm here with you and we're doing it. Like anytime one ever does yoga.
No.
Is this a no?
Rough roll. You want to roll over your number. Your number's 2. So yeah, you can roll 3.
3 successes!
Okay.
I am the heaviest pupper!
Yeah, you start feeling like you're made of stone, and amazingly, the balloon starts pulling down. And mini marker, thank you again.
Did we accidentally puncture the balloon and that's why we're going down?
66.
Well, but
That is-
that would have to be.
But it was like a
really-
nice little
maybe
puncture. So
slow.
it's a slow
It's just
descent.
wag, 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 wag.
That's
while
what
I'm
you
doing
think at
this, and I-
first.
Yeah.
That is what you think at first. And it starts coming down, and it's coming down with such sort of direction and speed. You turn and you look behind you, and behind you, there is this gigantic, like kaiju-sized pupper sticking out of the water, and it's got you in its teeth and is pulling you down
I don't
towards
notice
the coast.
because I'm doing it.
Yeah, you think- and it looks up at all you.
What? Ooh,
Oh, hello there.
are you a dog?
Hi!
And it grabs you with its little, pupper legs and front legs and goes, hello, I am Dogzilla.
You're a dog. I'm a dog. You're a dog.
Yes, I am a dog. And it starts, like, wagging its tail and looking at all of you
Oh.
and sniffing out.
Thank you for assisting. Sorry if I was too heavy.
Sniff, sniff, sniff.
It's okay, little one. And it kind of, reaches in and scratches your head. Here, I will put you down here. And then turns around and says, if you need me, just yell, hey, Dogzilla. I've got great ears. And then it sort of turns around and marches back into the water and just descends beneath the water.
I hop into the basket and I take out some of the pieces of the really fundish red paper and I just put it down in front of the beach in case Dogzilla wants some later. I brought him a toy. Because that's what you do with friends. When they come over, you bring them toys.
I'm a toy.
Oh, I wouldn't maybe bring that up.
Why?
I'm just.
Everyone loves toys.
Like a poodle.
Wait.
Like a toy poodle.
I just wouldn't want people to get you confused with like a toy to throw around and chase, that sort of thing.
But I am a toy.
There's something
And I
to
do play
chase.
What's
What's something to chase? Is there something to herd?
I don't see anything in right now, but I believe if we investigate this island,
Yeah, my kid.
coast,
Head down.
You did. Dogzilla put you down on the coast,
Right.
on an island just off the coast of Labrador.
then we should be able to find something that is very herdable.
Outside of the basket?
Yes, certainly outside of the basket, because
Get
as you can see,
Out of the basket.
right away, jump out of the basket.
I
just
Get
found out.
out of the basket with Darling on my head.
I'm on the head.
Because I left the toy for Dogzilla.
then Teapot looks at the poodoo. Get out of the basket.
Ah, and the poodoo just like boop, bounces over the side.
Herding successful. And then jumps out of the basket.
Yeah, and you get out of the basket and you find yourself on a beach.
Right then.
I've never seen a beach.
You look around and there are, the beach goes, up the shore and there's a line of trees sort of blocking anything further inward.
A little more carefully than I usually would because I'm balancing my new friend on top of my head. I'm going to put my snoot to the ground so we both can have our snoots to the ground. And smell.
I also smush it. This is what my insides feel like!
Make a help roll. You can roll
Smush.
under your number. You can roll
Sniffing snoot.
your dog you're smelling. You can
Most
roll.
stupendous sniffing.
Super animal.
You want to roll? All right. It's sharp. You want to roll under your number. You can roll 3.
No successes.
I value you as a friend.
I'm too busy finding out what my insides are made of. It's neat.
You want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
So
fine.
same deal.
Yeah. But my number's 3, which is good because that's 2 successes.
2 successes. Yeah. You
Smells.
you start smelling around and you pick up a trail of 2 scents that are extremely similar to each other, but kind of vaguely dog-like. You're not exactly sure, and they sort of lead up the beach. Let's say to the west, and you don't really see any tracks in the sand. It's possible it was washed away by the shore, but you're pretty sure that the scent, which is still lingering, is headed in that direction.
Dogs.
I'm a dog. I'm a space dog.
Yes.
More
Just
dogs. Actually,
down.
that could be quite good because we know that there were a lot of dogs that came into the city on the balloons when all the people disappeared.
I'm following the trail of the smell.
Oh, such a good dog.
Very good dog.
Yeah. Okay. You start following the trail. Are you all following them?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the poodoo.
I have to.
The poodoo is a good.
Yes,
It's
good
The
poodoo.
poodoo behaves
Good
itself and comes
poodoo.
along, just wagging its tail.
Voodoo.
And while you are walking along, you hear this flapping sound in the air above you. Yes, from,
Goodness.
from the
That's what
sky,
that
you see this
is?
shadow, this majestic outline, and these wings, these big giant wings, and you hear this sound, this calming flapping, and from the air in these swooping circles descends the most majestic creature you have ever seen, a penguin soaring on the winds as penguins are known to do. And it descends and lands in front of you. The carrier penguins are an intrepid organization of messengers who are not contained by the bounds of narrative continuity. They can show up anywhere at any time. And they've come and they've got messages from the people. This carrier penguin walks up and it goes, wah, 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 wah. The first message it gives you is from Taxelfest, who says, "Who are the good puppers?" Ooh, that's right, it's all of you, best puppers. Have a treat and some pets.
Yes, thank
I'm a
you.
pet.
Thank you, Taxelfest. And Grendel's Mater says, "Happy pupper season. Arf, arf, bark, baroo, wolf, bark, arf, bark, bark, arf, arf, wolf, awoo."
Thank you for the compliment.
Bark yourself.
It really makes you think. Dark of Nate says, "Penguins and puppers and PCs, oh my, congrats on the bonus episode and living your best pupper lives. Next time you'll just have to make the donation goal harder." I couldn't imagine how. I mean, y'all,
It would happen, and then it did. Thank you.
yeah,
Four poppers.
I can't believe we're doing 3 of these. Thank you so much. And DJ Phoenix says, "All of you are positively awesome." There. Hugs and pets to the hug and pet inclined.
I understand. That was a pune. Pune.
Yes, that is DJ Phoenix Punes. Register your opinion in the chat. And Minnie of Night, who does our official carrier penguins. You are all the best puppers. Keep being awesome. Thank you, meaning of night. And Pippa Hillbrand says, waited. I don't know why I want there to be an extra syllable in there. Waited to sub today so I could do it live. Massive respect for all you peeps. Keep changing the world, one feelings roll at a time. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. And by the way, Jersey Driver sends a reroll to the table.
Yes, thank you.
And
Yes.
with that, the carrier penguin spreads its wings and soars into the air.
Oh.
Yeah, it is one of the most inspiring sights you have ever seen, as penguin flight usually is.
Wow.
Gotta tell my kid about this.
Yeah, the penguin
The moment it
disappears.
leaves sight, smells.
Yeah, and just as the penguin leaves sight, you find yourself coming on to a fence, and there's a sign on the fence, and it says Retriever Island Warehouse Facility.
Dog, what does it say?
It says Retriever Island Warehouse Facility.
Oh, I probably should have made you roll for that, but okay, well, yeah,
But you told me what it said,
Yeah,
so
but
I
I
just
said
went
so.
with it.
Damn it!
And dog can read.
Next
Dog can
time.
read people.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Dog's a good dog.
I can read English
great
only because I am from
You are-
English.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What's
if
that?
we run into
Are
an
there smells?
Etherian,
Oh,
I can read that.
Into what?
Etherian.
Okay.
It's a language from space.
Right, I'm quite interested in space, but at a later date. All right.
I help with crime.
Okay.
So
And
it
revolutions.
seems as though we have to break into this research facility.
Ooh.
Is there? It's like there's like a
This
fence.
is where we retrieve.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You said we retrieve.
There's a fence with like barbed wire, and while you're standing there,
Okay.
1, 2,
Retrieve our
3,
people.
4.
Okay.
Gina.
What happened?
Oh my
Yeah.
Wow. Random. You saw
Again.
random.
Wow.
We gotta do it again.
Okay, so for the next 20 minutes until 6:41
Now
on
you
the
get on my
clock,
head.
you are playing Darling the dog, and
I'm a dog.
you are Jenny Waffles.
I'm a revolutionary.
And you are still outside of that fence.
Oh,
But
Snoop.
now
Okay,
I'm
well-
on their head.
In theory, the fence should not be an obstacle, as we should be able to dig underneath.
I'm quite good at digging.
Are we
So
good
My
at
mom
something
is the
like
best
that?
at digging.
I'm a toy.
Can you get through the bars in the fence?
Yeah, just like
Oh,
fall through
yeah.
on the head.
Yeah.
Because there's a fence.
Make
I'm a dog.
a
I'm
rough roll. You want to roll over your number, you can roll 3.
Okay.
I walk closer to the fence for you.
2 successes.
2 successes. Yeah, and you just pop on right through.
I'm going to use my anti-gravity belt because I'm a space dog.
Your anti-gravity belt. I'm afraid you don't have any items.
That's okay.
I
I've got
have
this.
anti-gravity dog booties.
No.
Insofar as it makes you kind of step like that, sure.
No, nobody's got items.
My mom is super colony. I'm the best at digging.
This is very true.
Okay.
Terrier.
Mm.
And terrier.
All right, that's a rough roll. Do you want to roll over your number? You trying to dig under the fence?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna, because earlier we were discussing how I came from the depths of hell and how
Yes.
deep it was.
Digging.
And digging, so I feel I'm very inspirational to Jenny in this process.
Okay. But thank you, perfect. Cosmo.
Yes.
Thank you.
Roll inspirational.
Okay.
So roll like a rough roll. You want to
Okay.
roll over your number? You can roll 3.
3, yay.
I'm not helping mechanically, but I am pawing the dirt, and it's kind of like digging.
Oh, it's really
That's
cute.
2 success.
Yep, that's all it takes.
So 4
You can roll 4
Boom.
over my number.
over your number.
Truly, Jenny, this is your
3
time to shine.
successes.
Ooh, 3 successes. Yeah, you start pulling onto that dirt, and it looks like the fence isn't even buried that deep, which is a good thing. You're getting under there real fast, just as you on the other side of
And
the
I
fence.
I dig up in the perfect position where you are now back on my head again from
Yeah.
And as
You met me halfway!
below.
as you start to emerge, you hear this growl. This.
Am I hungry?
Am I hungry?
I'm gonna shrink to normal dog size so it's easier to get through the hole and then emerge on the other side.
Teapot's on the other side of, like, just sees a dark hole and is saying to herself, "Get in the hole. Get in the hole."
And while you're deliberating on the other side of the fence, now you hear a second growl.
Teapot, watch yourself.
Wait, is that on my side of the fence?
No, on their side of the
Oh,
fence.
okay.
You're on the outside. On their side of the fence.
We've got company.
Yeah, and from the darkness emerge these two almost bearish looking kind of demon dog things with bright red eyes.
Friends!
Yes, if you have seen the movie Ghostbusters, you haven't. You're from space. But if the rest of you
Alright.
have, you will recognize these as the demon dogs from the end
You
of
have.
we'll say the 80s Ghostbusters. And yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Right, well, I
It's
feel
on
like
100%.
we're really kindred spirits, myself and these dogs. So
Me too.
I'm going to become hellhound-ish.
Best feeling.
Okay, yeah, you hellhound up, and your teeth come, and what are you trying to do? Are you trying to like?
It's like, greetings, fellow demon dogs.
All right, make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number. You can roll 2.
Okay.
Can I assist?
How?
I'm making friends. Hi, I'm Darling the dog. I'm a dog.
Truly no one can resist the preciousness of this beanie
let's
baby.
say that's a rough roll. You want to roll over your number. You can roll 1, I guess, because it's like, I mean, you're usually good at this, but with demon dogs, they might be, I don't.
Yeah, nice try. I'm a dog. Get help.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's man. If I had to roll under my number, I would have crushed it. But I will take. You know what? I'll take 3 rerolls. Why
Oh,
not? Let's
all right.
maximize the chances of reasoning with these Ghostbusters dogs. Just not meant to be.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and
wolf.
those dogs, they're a different kind of hellhound. They're with Gozer. They're not, they're
Yeah.
not from where you're from, and instantaneously, in fact, you even antagonize them a little bit.
Okay,
you see
I
that,
guess,
and they charge
not all
right towards
Dark
the
Lords
4
are
of you.
created equal.
Still on the other side of the fence.
You're still on the other side of the fence, right? So they charge towards the 3 of you. 1, 3, 4. One of them charges at Darling.
Hi,
and one of
friends.
them
It charges at me.
You,
Mm.
and a dog. So
So,
you
I don't
are
think-
okay as one dog goes.
They're
up
on
to
my
you.
head.
I am.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh, no.
no. Protect mode. Hi. Protect
So
the
you're watching
tiny.
this from the other side of the fence.
Okay,
The
well.
dogs are starting to charge your friends.
Okay. All right. Oh, Teapot is very, very cowardly and cautious, but is also a herding dog, and these dogs are not herding correctly. They're just
They are
charging
not.
straight at, and you're not supposed to do that to the herd that you're herding. You're supposed to go around and actually be kind of nice and polite about it, and they're not doing that.
And
So
occasionally nip ankles.
yeah. So that fires Teapot up. She's going to
Steams your teapot.
dive into the hole. She's
She's steaming.
You're such a good dog.
and
I've been around.
dives into the hole and launches at the hellhounds.
Okay. Herding is what you do. This is rough because you're doing this is like passionate action to save your friends. So you can roll 3. You want to roll over your number. Your number is 2.
3 successes.
And you come out of that hole and start
That's
running.
not how you heard.
Yeah, you start like running circles around those dogs, and like right before they get to the 2 of you, like the hellhounds kind of stop and see you running around,
Sit down. Heel. Sit down.
and one of them swipes at you. Make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number? You can roll 1
Okay.
because it's pretty 1.
Oh, 1.
Yeah, you want to roll over your number. Your number is 2.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you jump out of the way, but it's success with consequence. So it's like the dogs which have stopped charging are no longer afraid of you either, and now sort of turn back to you and start growling.
Hi. Hi. I make noises with my mouth too.
Can I?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can I assess if they're growling or if their tummy is growling?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a sharp roll. You want to roll under your number. You can roll.
Because
Darling the
I
dog.
get like
No,
this sometimes
Jenny
too when
Oh,
I
Jenny
have a
Waffles.
snack.
might
Jenny.
be hangry.
You
Jenny.
can roll 2.
Okay.
Your number is 3. You
I've
wanna
been
roll
through
under your
combat.
number.
Sometimes you're just hangry.
We'll see if they're hangry or not.
That would have been under my number.
Yeah.
That's a bummer because I just got 2 6s.
Oh no.
Can I try to do 1? I'll do 1.
Sure.
Let me see.
You're such a good dog, Johnny. I love you.
I got my number.
You got your number.
Hey!
What a good dog.
Yeah. So that's success with consequence. you get pretty close to one of those dogs, and you can actually hear that some of that growling is coming from one of the dog's stomach. But you get so close that the dog like paws and knocks Darling off your head, and you go flying and rolling around.
Oh
no!
Darling!
Also,
We're
on
not
a
playing.
perfect costume. Let's send a reroll to me. Thank you.
Oh.
Playing.
Yeah, we're playing. So I bounce and I roll. And then I jump up and I run and I go say hi. Hi, I'm Darling. I'm the dog. You're gonna be my friend.
All right, first make a rough roll to see how you judo your way out of that, roll. See
Oh,
if
I'm just
you're-
made of puppy rubber.
Okay, like rough. You want to roll over your number? You can roll 3 because you're made a puppy roll.
That's 3 successes.
Yeah, you're fine, and
Because
you-
I'm made of puppy rubber.
You bounce right back.
Beanie Baby.
Yeah, bounce right back, and
Yeah.
you're coming right back at the dog. And now you're
Yeah,
trying
do
to.
it again. Hi. You want to be friends? You want to play? Hi, I'm Darling the dog. I'm a dog. Teapot.
I know. I
And the-
know.
The dog swipes at you again.
Hey! Be gentle. They're a puppy. Hi, I'm Darling the dog. I'm a dog. You want to play? I like that. You want to do it? Hi.
Teapot prances back over. Like, oh, I know. You can be better dogs than this. I'm going to give you some inspiration to be good dogs.
You should want to be good dogs. We're good dogs. Hi, I'm a good dog.
You said they were hungry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Pointed.
know. I know.
Well, get cowardly. Get on with it then.
Let her get
But
you.
we've all smelled the snacks on you since you got back to the basket.
She pulls the box of Scooby snacks out of her hammer space and is like holding the box of Scooby snacks. Be like, this is what good dogs get. Sit.
And
Oh.
you know what?
No
Because
dog has ever sat so fast in their life.
because that's an audience tier, yeah, it works automatically, and the dogs both just look at each other, and they like, sniff at the Scooby snacks, and then instantaneously, obediently sit before you.
The ears go like,
Yeah.
Dog, is there anything you want to ask them now that we have their attention? Maybe about the warehouse?
Yes. What?
As I try to get this open.
All right. What exactly? We will trade you a Scooby snack in exchange for some information.
Okay, but remember, you
I
only
would
get
like-
one use out of the Scooby
One
snacks.
you
Okay.
said this.
Right.
But yeah,
Right. Oh, yeah.
And
what
the
are
that's
dog-
why they're held hostage.
the dogs are
Yeah.
kind of begging and then.
I need to consult my associates before we ask this question.
This is not my
Dog
first
looks at his watch
interrogation.
impatiently. And,
Right. So, Jenny, as someone who is quite experienced with
Yes.
interrogation,
Yes.
Word.
what approach should we take, do you think, to questioning
Good dog, bad dog.
good dog, bad dog? In which situation I'm going to be the good dog and
You've already established a pretty good rapport.
yes.
Word.
I'll snarl.
Okay, then.
Do we know the question we're asking?
Well, I think we need to find out from them.
Who's a good dog?
A
No.
safe way into the
Where's a good
warehouse.
Warehouse, yes, into the facility. That's what we're going to ask them. All right.
That too.
Listen, we are very curious as to how we might enter the facility that we assume is somewhere beyond this fence, without causing alarm.
And if you don't tell the truth, I'll eat the snack. Ha.
And you'll be a bad dog.
Bad dog.
Yes, you
Good dog.
certainly wouldn't
Be
want to
good
be a
dog.
bad dog.
Be good dog.
well, the Scooby snacks gives you success here, and the dogs sort of look at each other, and then one of them points up, and you follow his paw, and you see that in the middle of this island, strangely you didn't notice before, there's this towering volcano in the center of the island, like this big mountain that just
Right.
sort of leads up to a volcanic
course.
crater, and the dog's like.
Okay, so we go up the volcano and
Into the
then down
volcano.
through the secret. Right, there's like a
Gives you,
secret
like, a little
passageway.
When did they
Right.
become chickens?
Dog.
I assume at some point we would just surf on lava. It seems quite like logic. Okay, great.
I've
Good
served lava.
dogs.
Good dogs.
And then
Get
they
on the Scooby
dive
snacks.
into the Scooby snacks.
Right, thank you for your cooperation.
They're too busy eating.
Okay, well, up the volcano we go then, I suppose.
So I guess no to the warehouse.
Yeah, apparently we don't need to go to a warehouse. We just need to go straight to the volcano. Who would have thought?
I put my 2 front paws right above the bridge of the nose on the snoot, and I'm like a figurehead on on the prow of a ship.
I
And pointer
pose
dog.
majestically.
Let's go to the volcano.
Trot.
Right.
All right, so you're walking through basically the woods towards
Yes, towards the volcano.
Towards this volcano.
Mhm.
Who's leading the way?
Not me.
I'll lead the way.
Yeah.
All right, make
You
a
lead. I'm
sharp
behind.
roll. You
Okay.
roll under your number.
Okay.
You can roll 2.
2?
Yeah.
All right. That is 1 success.
All right, but I'm gonna make you re-roll your 1 success.
Okay.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Sure.
Still 1 success.
Let's keep that one. Yeah, you success with consequence. So you are walking around all day in those woods, kind of going
Yes.
loop to loops and in circles, and coming back and passing that same tree 5 times.
It
But
all looks quite the same.
yes, all just trees and dirt and.
I've
you
been
know.
marking so many trees, but we keep circling back around to them.
Yeah, and every time you're like, the volcano's this way, we should just have to go this way. It just sort of feels that like you wind up hitting some kind of barrier and have to go
Nope,
around.
still my tree.
But eventually, you do find your way through, but it just takes all day. So by the time you get there, the sun is starting to go down. It's starting to get dark. And you find there is this dirt road that seems to go up the side of the volcano mountain, just sort of like, looks like it's going to circle around, like corkscrew its way up. And at the base of the road, there is a guardhouse, with like one of those little RSL arms. And in the guardhouse, there is a beagle boy. Just sort of sitting there, looking kind of bored.
Okay, we're going to need to stage a covert operation to take out the Beagle Boy.
I've got a plan.
All right,
Used to work all the time on Apocalypse.
let's hear it then.
Does it involve hurting?
Close. No dog can resist. A thrown stick to abandon their position.
Where?
Not yet. Okay. For Beagle Boy Dog.
Mm.
You have to stay put. You guard this stick, and I hand you a twig. I paw you a twig.
This is the most sacred of obligations Darling has ever received. And I won't pat you down.
Okay.
Oh, down.
Find a stick. Throw it in their vision.
Okay. Yeah, you go digging through the woods, looking for a stick, and that's probably you can
Pretty
find.
easy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
it's
a stick.
not gonna
It's
make
the
you roll
woods.
for that.
It's a
yeah.
forest, and we're dogs.
And that big boy is just sitting there inside the guard booth.
I'm really. Oh,
Oh!
let's do it.
All right, you want to throw the stick?
Yeah.
All right, make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number. You can roll 2.
I'll
Alright.
assist because as a cowardly dog, I'm very good at throwing things to distract people, so I can run the other way.
Okay. Same thing. Rough roll. You want to roll over your number. You can
Cookie
roll.
the cowardly dog. I get it now.
You can roll
I was
3.
2 minutes old.
That was a triple success.
wow.
Dang.
I'm a very cowardly dog.
3 threes.
You
That
can-
was beautiful.
And you can roll 3 with help.
You're a good dog. You're a good dog. You're a good dog. You're a good dog.
2 successes.
Really good dog.
Yeah, you throw that stick, and the beagle boy sitting there, and he sees it goes flying. He's just sort of like, "Ha!" And he leaps to his feet, and he takes his radio off his belt, and he's like, "We got a stick out here. I'm gonna go check it out." And he puts the radio on his belt, and goes like running into the forest, and just chases right out, leaving the guard booth.
All right, now we all need to sneak past the guard booth
Infiltrate.
very quickly.
Yes. You got the stick.
So you're just sitting.
On my head.
Yeah.
Oh, you're on the head.
By
Okay.
default, it should be understood that I am on top of the nice flat little head
Gotcha.
of
Yeah.
Jenny Waffles.
And I'm running
With
behind
my
them like,
head
be
on the bridge of your
quiet,
seat.
run quick.
Yeah, okay, and you're coming up the side of the road, and as you start running ahead, you see ahead of you there's like a truck that's pulling like a whole bunch of like cargo trailers, driving very slowly and cautiously up the side of the mountain.
What does it smell like?
Little,
Yes.
like,
Cargo
balls.
trailers.
What does it smell like?
Make a. You can both make a sharp roll.
Okay.
You can each roll 3. You want to roll under your number.
2 successes.
1 success.
Okay. You. What does it smell like? It smells like your Jenny
Martians?
Waffles, your dog.
Mm.
No, it's not food. You smell paper and metal.
Toy.
Strange combination.
Toy.
Paper, metal.
Confetti.
Cash register.
Temperance, thank you.
Oh.
Toy Store.
Thank you, everybody.
Cash register.
Cash
I have
Receipt.
no idea what downtown
register.
is.
Like a
Metal
like
paper. Cash register. Receipt.
metal and like a typewriter,
What?
perhaps. Like metal and paper. I'm just trying to think what goes to.
What?
It's an archaic device for typing. It predates computers.
Is it from English?
It's. I don't know that it was specifically invented in England. I'm not all that up to date on my human history.
For this universe, we'll say yes. It was invented
It was
in England.
certainly
This multiverse.
yes, in this, but yes, it was invented in England.
Is it like holograms?
No, it's quite primitive actually. It just
Can I eat it?
imprints ink on paper.
Can't
I
we
mean,
eat it?
I wouldn't advise it because it is made out of metal, but you could certainly paper that goes into it. As you've
Scratch it.
already proven, you're quite
And as
fond
you're
of
standing
chewing
there
on
talking,
paper.
Confetti.
The truck starts to speed up a little bit and starts to move.
Chase.
All right, so everybody's got to make a rough roll. You can all roll. Or you'll write it. You're writing.
you assist?
On,
Yeah, so I'll
Okay.
assist by
okay, so make the assist roll first.
yes.
You're my
It's a
siren.
rough roll. You can roll 3 since you're just giving support. All right, the
How
rest
many
of
can I
you can roll 2. You can roll
Okay.
2. You can roll
Okay.
3 because you got help. See if you can catch up to the truck.
That's 1 success.
All right, successful consequence.
2 successes, 1's my number.
2 successes wins your number.
3 success. Confetti
Oh.
toy.
All right, 3 successes.
3 fives.
I'm gonna say your 3
This side of the
successes
table.
cancels out her 1 success. You
Yeah.
make it on easily, and you're able to grab her. You also jump on very easily.
I glide like a space dog.
You glide like a space dog, yeah. And as you do that, you hear from geez, you're on a rock road on the side of a volcano. Coming out of the
if I had
volcano,
some
echoing
space
around. You hear some piano music. Hello, Ralph the dog here. Do you have any questions for Ralph the dog? Anything you want to know? Ralph knows all.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the nearest thing I can herd?
There are plenty of beagle boys inside of this here volcano, warehouse complex thing.
Thank you.
Ralph the dog out, and his voice disappears into the night. So you all made it. And you get onto the back of the truck. The truck is sort of speeding up, and now it's like it is going very quickly towards the top. And you are just sort of hanging on to the back of this last cargo carrier.
And
Okay.
my ears are flapping
Definitely.
in the wind.
All
And
of
we're
your
on
ears are
adventures with my dog friends, all my dog friends. Bark, 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 bark.
Wow, free Samsung. Let us know what you think in the chat. Minnie Marker, thank you again.
Nice.
Pound cake in the
Oh
fridge.
my
I got
god,
distracted.
thank you. Thanks 3 times. Oh my god, thank you everyone. I wonder what we're inching our way towards.
Okay.
Dom is making
We're
big dramatic
we're
shrugging.
hanging
You're
out.
in a
motions.
facility
Yeah.
with the laser
We're all on
that
the
brings
truck.
my kid back.
Yeah, I
My
really
family.
hope that my person comes back after we have our adventure because I really miss them. I really enjoy playing What's That Thing?
How'd you play What's That Thing?
You go to a thing and you go, look, what's that thing? What's that thing? What's that thing?
What is
and then
that
they
thing?
come over
I don't like
and
the
then they
mystery.
pick it up and they go, what's that thing.
And then you
they
hear-
take it. They take it.
And you hear a voice go, "Hey, what's that thing?" And you turn as the truck is pulling to a stop. There's like 3 Beagle Boys there to see the 4 of you cleaning the back. It's like, it's 4 things.
Oh no.
Hey, or
play.
3 things and some little thing. Wait.
They want to play.
And the other one's like, "Never mind, get him!" And he's like running towards you.
Come get us. We'll play.
Okay. We need to lose them somehow.
Yes.
But also we need to stay on this truck because I feel like this is going exactly where we need to go. So all right. I have a plan, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you are a space dog and
I'm
you
a
seem
space dog.
to have floating abilities. So perhaps we could hurl you at them and then you just float on back.
And Teapot
A
goes,
furball special?
She doesn't actually float. She just jumps very gracefully.
Glides, as it were.
Glides, as it were.
Good enough.
But if you want to throw her...
I'm going to, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang on and I'm going to throw Teapot, but like the intention is for my hind legs to like be used to like, I'm doing like a kick, but you're like an extension of my legs.
Are we like,
We're
this
like-
is like a doggy
Yeah,
club?
this is like, yeah.
Like smack them?
Exactly. It's like.
All right. Are you helping with this, or you have no idea what's going on? So you make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number. You can roll 2
Great.
because you're not getting. They don't know what's
I'm
going
like,
on.
I'm a coward.
Oh, yeah.
I can't
Yeah,
help.
no,
I'm
that makes sense.
protecting.
Okay.
We should find something.
I did
That we
roll
can
1
throw?
success.
Okay,
Alright.
success with consequence.
Let's do this.
You make that maneuver, and
like-
Teapot goes flying, and one of the Beagle Boys just like, "Oh my god!" and just
Like the butt. The
like-
butt goes in the face.
Like-
Yeah, butt goes in the
Yeah.
face, and he's just laid out unconscious immediately. And the 2 Beagle Boys standing to the side of him are just like, "Oh my god!" And
I look up and I'm like, I'm Teapot.
they're throwing dogs at us.
All right, darling. This is your moment. I gotta keep us hauled on. I know that I was supposed to protect this stick, but what if we throw it and then they want to play with us and chase it? I knew I gave you the twig responsibility for a reason. I'm like a dog! Best dog.
And now you switch back.
Oh.
So
I had the stick. The twig.
so where are you? What are you doing with it? You're
Attempting to
you're trying
attempting to chase it, but if they happen to trip on it, that's okay too.
Okay, make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number, you can roll 2, since you're not exactly sure what you're going for here.
1 success.
You're 1 success. Okay, another success with consequence.
Play with the stick.
You throw the stick, one of the Beagle Boys just sort of like, "Oh, we got a stick!" And he goes running off, chasing it, when he does, the other one, now realizing he's alone, your consequence is he pulls his Tommy gun. And he's just sort of like, "All right, you might have been able to throw dogs at us and throw sticks, but no one's throwing nothing at me."
Oh no. Okay.
Myself!
Okay.
I'm going to launch at the gun.
Grab ears as tight
Collar.
as possible. Oh, collar.
Yeah.
I'm going to assist because like the Tommy gun has like a strap or something hanging, right? So
Good.
Teapot's right there is going to grab the strap.
Oh.
Nice. Really nice.
All right, you make a sharp roll. You want to roll under your number.
Oh no, it's because it's a dangly thing and I'm a dog.
Yep.
That's the only reason why. And I'm a
100%.
coward. Literally just dog instincts here.
Okay, make
Wild, passionate dog instincts.
All right, make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number. You can roll 2.
I mean, you don't ask, you don't get.
Okay. Yes, you get help.
Yay!
And
Arr!
yeah, rough. You can roll over
Yeah.
your number. You can roll 4 with help.
Ah, nope, that was not intentional. Alas, it would have been a success, but that's not how the game works. Those were intentionally 3 successes.
Dang.
Tenacious!
Yeah, and you, the Beagle Boy's about to fire on you, but you pull the gun away, and you
I'm like,
just
what's
come
that thing?
right down, knocking him out. And, and now it goes quiet again. There's 2 Beagle Boys on the ground, unconscious. The other one is chasing
And now-
the stick into the
right,
forest.
We're gonna
Grab on to
turn around and run, jump,
to get back into the truck.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make it easier for you. You run up behind the truck, and then the truck like just kind of like stops.
We
caught it!
Goes up to finally the top, right at
bestest
the
dog!
rim of the volcano.
Such a
Um,
good dog.
We're good dog.
And you hear
Good
like
dog.
the
I
cab
scratched
open.
behind your ear.
And while you're doing that, you hear the cab open, and then you hear some footsteps, and you hear like the sound of something unlocking, and then like a hinges squeaking,
Okay.
and then you hear like this shoveling sound, like a kind of, and then a couple of more footsteps, and then a couple of more footsteps, and then another kind of like shoveling sound, and then a couple of more footsteps, and a couple more.
Can we localize which side of the truck the footsteps are coming from?
Yeah, so if you have your back to your truck, they're coming from the side that's on the rim of the volcano.
Okay, so let's sneak around the other side and then like just Scooby-Doo style like peek out around the corner to see what's happening.
Pup,
Yeah.
pup,
All right,
pup.
everybody
Yes,
doing that?
here you
Toy pup.
Yes.
Everybody make a stealth
Toy.
roll. So that's sharp. You want to roll under your number. You can all roll. You can all roll 2.
Okay.
I'm an extremely cautious dog.
Yeah, you can roll 3.
I'm on the head of another dog. Yeah, my head's going where their head's going automatically.
It's true.
Yeah, but maybe you have to like get lower or higher.
Okay, how many can I roll?
Same 2.
2.
All right, I got one.
You're a good dog.
Two successes, one's my number.
Is this one's your number?
I got one success.
Success.
1.
1.
None.
None.
Good dog.
Alright, I can tell you what. I'm gonna make you re-roll your success, and I'm gonna make you re-roll your success, and I'm gonna make you re-roll
Okay.
both your successes.
Can I reroll my
Man.
non-successes?
But I still get my
No.
number.
You're stuck. Sorry.
Still a success.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Still a
No, wait.
success.
Yes.
You said both of the successes.
Yeah.
Still success.
Still a success.
No.
Fuck you, dragon lady.
We
No
have
success.
rerolls.
I'll take one.
1.
Of those. Try. No.
How did you do?
No success.
I got none.
Oh, you got none. All
You're
right.
still playing What's That, right?
So
What's that?
What's that thing?
you all kind of,
Right.
you Scooby-Doo around the back, and you kind of like peek out from behind the side.
Yes.
What you see is there's a beagle boy, and he's opened up one of those storage containers. And it's full of like coins and cash and diamonds and stuff like that.
I want to
Oh,
dig it.
money.
Yeah,
The
and,
buried treasure, like my kid's map.
and like he's
Is that supposed to mean something?
Was their entire scheme literally based on
Pirate
possessing
treasure!
all of the world's funds?
I want to dig in it.
Pirate treasure, pirate treasure, pirate treasure.
He's got like this kind of like barrel, and he like sort of scoops it up, and then he walks and he just dumps
It's just
it into
bags
the
with dollar signs
Yes.
on the side of them.
dumps. Yeah, he's like dumping those bags of dollar signs like right into the volcano.
They're hurting their
and he's just like
treasure
sort of throwing it over the
all
side.
Wait, they're throwing it all away.
Oh no, they're throwing it?
And
Fetch?
as you say
Fetch.
that,
Yeah.
he turns around and he doesn't see you two at all, but he sees you, and he sees like he can see like
Rainbow-colored
your
corgi.
yeah like your tail like
Yeah.
wagging like directly in
Good
like
boy.
a
But they're
a crack
hurting
between.
wrong.
And he's like hey,
I chase bag.
who you chased the bag into
Oh,
the volcano?
No.
You
Chase
threw it.
toward it.
Toward it, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to chase after, and
I do have longer leggies.
Okay, you make a rough roll. You can roll 2.
I don't know the treasure's getting hurt.
no, yeah, absolutely.
Alright,
You're a dog.
I'm a dog.
You want to roll over your number? You can roll 2. Your number is 2. You want to roll over your number? You can roll 3.
Yes, because I'm chasing you.
But your number
'Cause
is
you ran
3.
Yes. I'm gonna need a reroll, guys. I would like to save one darling dog.
I got 2 successes.
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
All right, darling.
That's okay.
Oh, yeah.
You just kind of
Oh,
miss a
no.
step. It takes you a second as you see that Darling's gone, and Darling goes
Darling.
running right through that beagle boy's legs,
To go into the lava.
right down into the volcano, and you go flying
I super
down.
successfully get the bag.
I'm gonna dive
Let's
after
go!
We're all
Darling.
diving.
Darling, being confident that as a hellhound, I'll probably be fine if I get like consumed in flames.
Yeah, Teapot is running away from the beagle dog that's pointing at her, so she's also diving over the edge with everybody.
Well, I'll tell you what.
What's under me?
You're just diving. You don't have to make
Right,
a roll.
right.
Are you also diving?
Yes.
All right.
Chase.
All right.
Chase,
You were already giving
Chase.
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 So you two dive. You
I'm
have to
running
make
away
a roll because the
to
Beagle
dive
Boy.
over.
Right, the Beagle Boy spotted you, so you
Yeah.
got to make a roll to get away. So let's call it a rough roll. You're a coward. You can roll 3. You want to roll over your number. Your number is 2.
3 successes, all
Yeah.
6s.
Wow.
I'm a coward.
Hey, that tempting fate
That's
roll.
like that's like
Literally.
success with style. You the Beagle Boy tries to chase you, and you're so adept at like getting away. He's one of those like you're so scared you you ghost out of there, leaving like a puff of smoke that's shaped like
shape of
you.
you.
And the Beagle Boy sees the puff of smoke. He's so confused, he just like passes out. Surprise.
Puff of
Um,
smoke.
And we all dive over the edge.
Yeah, and you all dive over the edge, and it's like you fall for a while, and as you're falling, you all kind of like your levels equal out, and you all see each other falling.
I caught you. I caught this. Good dog.
I think
You're
we're all
flying.
falling,
We're all
actually.
there. What's the difference?
We're all space dogs.
Is flying and falling the same thing?
I've been to space.
Not strictly speaking.
Woo!
And
Look
you
what I
fall
can do.
directly.
Look at this red pool.
You fall directly in this giant funnel, full of the money that the
Oh.
Beagle Boy was dumping over the side. So kind of like it's a rough landing, but nobody's hurt. Too bad.
So
That's okay. If I
there's
get injured, I'll have
not
more things for my
actually
kid to
any
take care of.
lava in this volcano, it
No.
turns out.
But you are being sucked downwards into this funnel with all the money.
Oh no.
Is it hot?
No.
All right.
It's a funnel.
I would like to grab on to Darling and claw my paws into the side of the funnel so as not to get sucked down into it.
Okay.
But it's fun.
This is Toy Story
It's
3
there in
right
the-
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Make a rough roll. To
Okay.
see if
It's
you
how
can
I
get
have to
Darling.
Okay.
It's my time
You want
limit.
to roll over your number? No,
Yeah.
actually, make a sharp roll so you
Okay.
can get Darling because, like, in the midst of all this, that's
Yeah.
a precise action.
Yes, I'm precisely trying to grab onto
Yeah.
Darling.
You want to roll under your number. Darling's small, so you want to roll under your
Darling's
number.
little.
Your number is
Darling's perfect.
4. You can roll. You can roll 1.
I'm a dog.
There's
I have
a
no
lot going
conception
on.
of
There is a lot
relative
going
size.
on.
Lots of things. are
You're a
bigger than
dog,
I
and
rolled
I'm
a
also a
4.
dog.
Yeah.
All dogs.
Great.
So that's your number. Yeah.
Yes.
It's strange that one of those bags opens up and Ralph the dog pops out. He's like, hello, Ralph the dog here. Do you have any questions?
Ralph, how do we stop the suction from this funnel thing so that we don't get consumed and compounded into money, I assume?
Well, I'll tell you. There's no way to
The money
stop the
sausage.
suction, but the trick is you want to go with it. Don't fight. Go with the flow. That's what I always say. Ralph the dog out.
Oh.
And then he ties the money bag back together and it gets sucked down into the thing.
Bloody hell. Just let go. Get sucked down.
Yay, we get to go in the funnel!
Yeah, and you get pulled down into the funnel. And I'll say it's like with the money, you're sucked into this pipe that's like sort of full of water, and you go floating through it, like pulled at like really high speed. You see like bags of money going with you, like left and right, and you're all holding your breath, but it's a cartoon, cartoonish atmosphere, so you can hold your breath for a really long time.
I don't have lungs.
And eventually, the tunnel shoots you all out. Actually, you know what I'll say? Everybody roll. Make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number. Everybody can roll 2.
Usually, my mommy and my papa put a shower cap on my head when I'm in water.
Aw.
2 successes.
Sometimes
One time
I get
Donnie
put
put
in a plastic
floaties on
bag.
me.
2 successes.
1 success.
1 success.
2 successes.
2 successes.
1 success.
1 success. Okay, the 2 successes. You two, you come shooting out of these like water pipes, and out of this water pipe, and just land in like this kind of pool at the bottom.
I glide like a
You
space
glide,
dog.
yeah, you glide like a space dog.
Can I sack some of my successes to Darling instead?
I'm heavy now.
No, you can't, darling. You are.
I
Yeah,
still succeed. Just I'm
You're
wet.
you're wet, so you're kind of sinking now. It's like you
Yeah.
succeeded, but you're like kind of now sinking now into the pool.
Ah.
And you came flying out so fast. You I'm gonna say you hit your head
Oh,
on
no.
some rocks and you broke some teeth.
Ooh.
Oh,
I just-
poor pup.
Spit the broken pieces out of my mouth.
Oh,
I want to fetch
for
the
the
teeth.
young family and doggy.
You're sinking
doggy.
right now.
I know.
Yeah?
That's maybe probably why I'm sinking. I'm trying to chase the teeth.
Okay, make a sharp roll. You want to roll under
Let's
your
get
number.
those
You can
teeth.
roll.
Oh.
You can roll 1. You're a waterlogged beanie baby.
Waterlogged dog.
Water dog.
What
dog.
is this one?
1. You want to roll under your number.
Under?
Under. Sharp. Calm,
Whoa.
precise action. You got to find the
Those-
teeth.
No.
God.
No. I assumed this was passionate.
You give it your best shot,
Oh.
but no, unfortunately, you can't find them in the dark water.
I'm not
No.
moving forward, just going lower.
Yes, you continue to
Teapot
sink.
grabs them.
Teapot, make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number. You can
You
roll.
are hurting us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I'm
can roll
hurting. I'm
3.
hurting my
Yeah.
hurting my herd back together.
Wow.
Just
That
gonna
was
say it.
Inception. I'm telling you.
Man.
3 successes.
She's totally Inception that dice.
Yeah.
We didn't
You
raise
guys
it.
got
It was
3
gonna-
successes?
Oh no.
Yeah, you absolutely swim under and you grab
And I go.
Darling by the scruff of the
Stay,
neck.
stay with the herd. Stay with the herd.
Stay with her.
Stay with the herd. I say that.
My
Stay
kid
with the
loses their
herd.
teeth too.
I'm gonna
I put
shift
my head
back
down
to being.
so that you
Oh.
can go back on mine.
I just floop,
I'm
and
gonna-
you just get the bunch of drips all the way down.
I'm gonna switch back to being just like a terrier because maybe it looks less scary.
You shift back to a terrier, now you have like one little
One
tooth
like
that's
sad
kinda
little
like,
broken
yeah,
tooth.
it hurts a little bit, but
Oh,
you
cute
know,
little snuggle.
you're otherwise okay. And yeah, you find yourself, you're all kind of, you are in this, you know, it's like a small cavern. There's like a deep pool, and there's a dock built along it, and the money bags are sort of floating up to the dock. And you can see, you know, you're sort of still a little bit back in the cavern, and you can see over by the dock, there are beagle boys who are just reaching down and fishing the money out, and you know, putting it into like a pile behind them.
What does it smell like?
What smell like? Just the
I'm
cavern in
in
general.
a place I've never been.
Make
What
a
does it
sh-
smell like?
Make a sharp roll. You want to roll under your number. You can roll 3.
Mm-hmm. That's 2 successes. What does it smell like?
It smells like gasoline.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, it smells like when Pippa does arson.
Only slightly alarming.
Are you sure your people are good dogs?
They're so good. I love them so much. They're the best. No one does better crimes. We should go find them. We have to go find them. Come on, let's go.
I'm just.
Ooh, I could herd them off the dock.
Yeah. Let's do
Not a
it.
bad plan, actually.
Let's do it.
I'm wet.
Shake.
Yes.
So I want to nod my head so that I can catch you and like retriever gently. You know how retriever can
Yeah.
like
yeah.
an egg.
Yeah.
Retriever gently.
Oh.
Shake the water out of you.
I'm gonna
Ah.
cautiously, come up to the shore, but cautiously go behind the beagle boys on the dock and then herd them off the dock.
Nip,
Okay.
nip, nip.
Let's
Get
see.
off the dock!
First,
Get off the
try-
dock!
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so I would like to assist with this herding action by just sprinting out of the water to catch their attention.
Okay.
So then you can sneak herd them.
Yeah, like, get off the
Yeah,
dock!
sneak attack herd.
Okay,
My
so
kid-
let's call that a rough roll.
Okay.
You want to roll over your number.
Okay.
You
You're
can
kidding,
roll.
secret. I'm with you.
I mean, you can roll 3.
Okay.
Probably pretty startling if you want to be. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I can like run because I went back to a little dog, but I could transform into a big dog as I'm running.
I'm like,
Yeah.
and then just like this little rainbow corgi's like, get off the dock!
Amazing. I rolled 1 success.
Oh yeah, so I get
That's
help.
all it takes. Yeah,
Yep.
you get help. So now you're trying to like sneak up behind them and do this, or well, I guess you got to.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying to distract them. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Alright,
then I'm
we'll just
herding
call
them
it-
off.
Bossy dog.
Yeah.
Corgi.
All right, that's a rough
Corgi.
roll. You want to roll over your number with help. You can roll.
I'm herding.
You're hurting. You can roll 3 though because
It is kind of a.
It's a weird situation.
Mhm.
You were, you know, there's a bunch of beagle boys. They're on their own turf. You know.
This is why herding dogs are so smart. They can herd in a versatile
Mm-hmm.
set of situations.
Exactly. Who knew herding was so useful?
3 successes.
Yeah.
3 successes. Oh,
3
wow.
successes.
Yeah, so you sort of start, like, you come out of nowhere, and as they all,
Get
like,
off
look
the
over to you, they're like, hey, what's
dock.
going on there? And then you start running around in circles around them.
Off
And
the
they
dock.
instinctually just kind of start going back to back with each other, just being like, hey, what's going on? And
the
it's like,
dock.
it's hurting us, you know? And it's like, well, what do we do? It's like, I think we stand here.
Off the dock.
And, they start, like, kind of moving towards the edge of the dock.
Off the dock.
And you had 3 successes?
3 successes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as they
off
inch
the
off, so one by one, they just kind of fall off the sides into the water. And
Hero bumpers.
yeah,
This is
and
the
they
best.
just 3 successes. you know,
Amazing.
and they just float there, and I guess you all now get up onto the dock. Is that what it is, or?
I'm already on
Yeah,
there.
you're on there already.
I'm already
Get
on
on the
there.
dock.
All right, you get up there, and there's like there are a couple of TVs, and the TVs are tuned to like network news from all over the world.
But there can't be anybody on the news because there's no people.
well,
Beagle
right-
Boys.
So Beagle Boys.
Hey, Pippa Hillenbrand, thank you.
Oh.
Is it a new TV or an old TV? I.e., can I, a dog, actually see this, or is this a series of still images? Because refresh rate changed.
You can't see it, but you can hear the voice of a dog.
A dog? I'm a dog.
Yes. You see. Oh God damn! I should have looked this up. All right, never mind. You see. Let's say. Ace the Bat Hound.
That's a good dog.
Yes,
Oh.
from our Into the Badverse game, is standing in front of the camera and being like, "Attention, dogs of the world, do not panic. It appears all humans have vanished from the whole planet, and the Beagle Boys are on a crime spree where they are stealing everybody's money and robbing all the banks and sending the money away somewhere. But don't worry,
That's for my mom and Papa. They can't do those
I'm
crimes.
consulting with Crypto, the Super Dog, and Underdog, and
Oh,
we are going to
dear.
put a stop to this.
Right.
So
Good dog.
do
Hong
not-
Kong Fooey.
do not. He can't hear you. He's on the television. But
Like
it-
that has ever stopped a dog.
But strangely, I shouldn't have been able to hear that. But yes, Hong Kong. Is it? Don't panic. Your humans will be back just as soon as we can save the day.
We're hero dogs. That's what we're doing.
I don't quite this plan that they're taking all the human currency, but if there shouldn't be any need for human currency anymore without humans.
Of course. You dig in it.
Right then.
It does feel good
And swim.
to dig in. I don't need this treasure because I'm a space dog. Can't spend
Okay.
Earth treasure in space.
I need to find the smell trail. That is clearly the next order of business.
Sure, make a
Well,
sharp
smells.
roll. You want to roll under your number? You can roll 3.
Yeah, I get a success.
It sounds like these dogs are trying to achieve exactly what we're after, which is finding a way to bring
Family.
all of the humans back.
Yeah.
Is there some way
That
we
makes us heroes too.
could let them know that we were here?
We can.
Well, we could bark at the
The baby poodoo is
Can
welcome.
we 101 Dalmatians dog trail our way back to the dogs by
Oh.
howl training?
Oh yes,
Owl
if we
train.
could single if
The
we could
Beagles
signal
of Gondor!
Yeah, signal the Beagles of Gondor.
nearby other dogs and lead them to our location.
Is there
Send a
an
message.
intercom switch? I'm gonna hit an intercom
You,
switch.
you don't see anything like that around. In fact, well, I tell you what, do a sharp
Okay.
roll. You want to roll under your number. You can roll. You're just looking for something. You can roll
Love it.
2.
Really good idea.
But yeah, how many successes did you get on your sniffer?
I got, oh
Nope.
gosh, that was a minute ago. I got a success.
Yeah,
One.
One.
Yeah.
You smell some Beagle Boy scent just going off into a nearby, like looks like a cave, like a
Yeah, I know the
Okay.
route from
right,
here.
yeah.
Nope.
Nothing.
I don't know.
Nah, you look around. You don't see anything that looks like communications equipment. You're just it's kind of a cave with a dock, and now with a big pile of money on it. And then
There's nothing to eat here. That was what I
Chem
was
13
looking for,
freak.
right?
Thank you again.
All right.
Thank you everybody. Oh my
Smell
God.
it.
So we've got to come up with another plan then, at least for the time being. But let's keep that one on the back burner
Okay.
because I think it's a
Smells.
good plan.
Get family. Follow smells, get family.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
We have to locate their leader because this Ma Beagle apparently is the one that knows about the lasers that made all the humans go
Fight the
away.
oppressor.
Right.
I'm good with moms. I had to open the heart of a mom once.
Like literally?
Well, no, not like the way my kid does.
Your kid.
They're a doctor.
Your kid's a doctor.
Yes.
And you're a dog.
Look at my boo-boos. They fixed.
A doctor.
A doctor.
Doctor.
I'll be here all week.
I want to follow the trail of the smells.
Yes.
Oh,
Follow
the
mom.
smells.
Okay.
Well-
You only have one success, but yeah, you know there are a couple
The
of
plot
taverns. You can tell
trail.
which one it's coming from. So it takes you a little while, and you just sort of start making your way down this cavern.
Good smells.
And the Beagle Boy scent goes that way, but the further you get, that gasoline smell keeps getting stronger and stronger. You can all smell that now.
Why would they take all of the lava out of the volcano to just then come back with some created fire? Like, they could have just used the fire of nature to begin with. Unless this was an inactive volcano. To be fair, I didn't, verify previously that it was an active
If it's
volcano.
the active volcano, you can't light it on fire, and then it's not arson.
I mean, that is strangely sound logic.
Sound?
Oh, Heart of Handprints, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, God. Thank you, everybody. Oh my God, what's going on here? Okay, yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Okay, yeah. What I will say is, you keep walking down the hall, and you come to I'll say a place where there are 3 doors that labeled 1, 2, and 3.
After the first one, we switch.
Okay.
All 3 doors, just that bouncing like.
Which door would you like to?
Smells.
Smell the doors.
Smells.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
Smell the doors.
Okay, who's doing the smelling?
I will.
Okay, anybody help? Who wants to help?
I mean, aren't we all doing
I'll
the
smell the
smells?
doors.
All of our
I'll
people
help
are
smell.
back there.
I'm
Smell.
Sharp, you want to roll under your number, roll 3?
Get smell.
Okay.
You can roll 4. You
Yes.
want to roll under your number,
Which is a 4.
which is a 4.
Okay. That was horrible.
Wow.
That was
Wow.
Say you rolled
extremely
like
unlikely.
butts, but like I'm a dog, so I
failures.
enjoy
Yeah,
smelling
so
butts.
you know what? We got a bunch of rerolls. I'll use 4. I'm just gonna go
Whoa,
crazy.
Wow.
Hey, I trust there will be more subscribers and we'll get more.
Bold action.
All right.
All
You
right.
heard the
I got
pup.
3
Get
successes.
subscribing.
Okay. With 3 successes behind door number 1, you smell that there are a whole bunch of Beagle Boys in there, and it smells like they're working out or something. You can, it's like you smell Beagle Boy sweat, and
That's
it's
just a bunch of trouble that we don't need.
yeah, it's nasty.
Right?
Cartoon
And
sweat.
behind door number 3, you smell I'll say a bunch of there's a kitchen, and you find it's stocked with dog treats. Not for the Beagle Boys, not Scooby snacks, but just
Right.
regular dog treats.
Okay.
It doesn't take much.
Yeah, and you can all gorge yourself and have fun.
Okay.
And the third one, you definitely smell that fuel center fuel smell is coming straight from door number 2. And it's a very weird kind of smell. You've smelled gasoline before, but there's something different about this gasoline. It's not what you're used to when the big cars drive by or when Adam takes you in the car. It's that gas smell, but this is like it, but it's stronger and a little different somehow. You're not quite sure what it is.
Okay. The strange gasoline fire smell is coming from that door, but first we're going to go to the kitchen and we're going to have some snacks. We're going to fuel up for whatever is on the other side.
Yes, good dogs need good fuel.
Yeah, and you sit down and eat, and while you're eating, how do I want to do this?
And I take some of the treat and I put it in front of Darling, and I just kind of smush it with my nose a little, so it'll kind of look broken up and little Darling sized kibble treat.
Yeah.
And you can pretend you eat it, and then after
Nom,
you
nom,
do,
nom, nom, nom,
I will
nom.
eat it.
I eat my thing, occasionally scooping away. Nom, 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 scoop away. Look at how much I'm
knocks
eating.
over, one of the big things of snacks, and then herds it into a very nice little pile.
Aww.
Get in the tummy! Get in the tummy! I love these dogs. They're so good. I love them.
Yeah. And and you're all eating your kibble and relaxing a little bit. When the door opens, and this this very gentle looking elderly beagle person walks in, kind of like like a grandpa beagle type, and he looks over at you and he's like, "Oh, what do we have here? A bunch of good dogs. Yeah,
I'm a good
Those are good dogs.
Very good dogs.
They're all good dogs.
I roll over on my back.
And he rolls over and starts scratching your belly. He's like, "Oh, who's a good dog? Who's a good dog?
I'm a good dog. I'm a good dog.
Yeah, and thanks to the chat, everybody gets their belly scratched
Oh,
and gets assured that they are good dogs.
Aw.
And he goes over to you and he's like, "Oh, it's like, what is some kind of little dog?" Yeah. And he kind of gets close to you and adjusts his bifocals, and it's like, "Oh, what a cute little dog there, and you're a big fella, ain't you?" And kind of scratches your belly, and he's just like, "Yeah, but who's such a good dog?" Yeah,
I'm indeed a very good dog.
Teapot was cautious, but everybody else got scritches, so Teapot looks cautious.
And he looks over to Teapot, and he kind of takes his glasses off and kind of rubs the lenses a little bit and looks down at you. He's like a weird fishy space-looking dog, and he's like,
It's rainbow colored.
"Guess I gotta get these updated, but you're such a good dog. Oh yes, you are." He gets down and starts scratching your belly, and he's just like, "Oh, such great dogs. Well, don't forget to clean up on your way out." And he turns and he just heads off.
This facility,
great
upon our departure, will be pristine. There will be absolutely not the slightest crumb, no, not a one. For we, the good dogs, will have cleaned.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
And yeah, you finish up in there, and that just leaves you with that
Is it
second
time to go
door.
to the arson crime room?
All right, let's do it.
I want to scratch at the door of the arson crime room.
Well, maybe scratching is like not a. It could be a bit loud, and there are beagle
Okay, I
boys
open
nearby.
the door.
If you
I
scratch
open the door,
handle
I
and
think
it's
that's
got one of
quieter and
those.
better.
Oh yes, it's true. If it's one of those kind of
Scratch,
this
yeah.
kind of handles, not the
Yep.
turny bit kinds.
Yep.
Why would there be turny handles? Why don't all of these doors
They're
just
all
open
dogs.
when you approach them?
Well, that's
They do in space.
Oh.
You go up to
that
a
does sound
door,
very
and it
convenient.
goes whoosh.
It's challenging to open doors without opposable thumbs. So
That is actually true. Yeah.
like
So
people.
it does sound like things are better for dogs in space, perhaps.
Yes,
Maybe they actually paid
all
him
of
to
you
the
can be
ADA.
space dogs with me.
I would like to go to space someday.
in the valley, thank you for the show.
My mama is from space, but she decided to move here, and she was gonna go to space, but then wanted to stay with my pivot instead.
Ooh, but you've been to space.
Yeah, I went to Apocalypse and started a revolution,
Yeah.
like the man, but also be their best friend.
Because we're good dogs.
We're good
Good
dogs.
dogs.
And you hear that old Beatles
I'm a
voice,
good dog.
"Very good dogs."
Yes, very good.
So
I called the door
I don't
open.
want space.
you're pawing at the door.
Yes, because I'm the
I
tallest,
want
so
my
I
kid.
have a actually perfectly
Maybe
good shot
your
at the
kid
handle.
ends
I'm just gonna say that works.
Okay.
And
Space
the
doctor.
door
Space doctor.
creaks open very slowly, and you peek inside, and you see there's a couple of piles of money, like the one that was at the dock. It looks like these have just been moved further in, and
Money must not be worth a lot since there's so much here.
Well, I think that the value of currency is a moot point at this venture, considering that there's no human beings to exchange it. It's not like as dogs there's any particular reason for us to exchange
I
currency.
pick
We
one
might
up
as well.
and start running around.
one of the money bags.
Yeah, this is a toy. I don't know what they're talking about. This isn't valuable. You can pick it up and run around with it. It has all of the value a dog needs.
Okay, make. Are you trying to be stealthy, or are you just running out into the room, or what?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
a dog.
Well, honestly, and I'm not going to make you roll if you're not even trying to do anything. So you pick
No.
up a money bag and go running into the middle of the
Yes.
room, and immediately you look up, and above you, you see this. It's like this big circle with these like prongs coming out of it, and as you look up, you see that it stretches up, and you realize you are underneath a giant rocket ship.
Space.
Space.
Hey,
Space.
there's a toy.
Space.
And you look over
Space
and you see
toy.
that there are Beagle Boys, and they're like loading like those bags onto like a little elevator, like looks like a platform that's like underneath the rocket. And as they're loading the money on, they're sort of like, Ma's gonna be so happy when she sees all this. Oh my God! Look at the size. We got equally as much out on the dock.
Did you hear that? Ma, that's the one we're looking for.
Yes, and on the rocket. Let's go on the rocket.
Okay. How do we get on the rocket? Do we just...
I charge.
Hey, get on!
You charge on the rocket.
Yeah, get on.
Make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number? You can roll 2.
I would also like to get on the space toy.
Are you helping them or?
Are you
It's a
like
separate
steering my
roll?
ears with
Oh,
reins?
I can steer the ears, yeah.
Okay, then make a rough roll. You want to roll over number? You can roll
We needed
3.
this.
I'm
Sure.
gonna herd some more Beagle boys.
Get help.
Get help. Okay, hang on. We'll come back to you in a second.
And I got my number.
Get on the rocket!
We'll come back to you in a second. As you are pulling their ears out of, one of the Beagle Boys is wearing, has like a little radio where he's like listening to the game, and then from the radio, like suddenly the commercial comes on, and then the pounding piano music, that familiar piano theme of Ralph. Like, oh, Ralph the dog here to answer all your questions right off the radio, which works 2 ways for some reason. What's your question?
My question is my kid hungry wherever they are?
What is your kid up?
No, your kid is actually not hungry where they are. They cannot feel or experience anything at this moment. Ralph the dog out.
Good to know.
And,
I release
yeah.
all the crumbs I was hoarding for my kid. They're no longer hungry.
You go barreling through the center of the room, right up this platform that looks like it leads right into the rocket. And the Beagle Boys just like sort of watch you go, and they're like, "Hey, Ma's not gonna like that. Get that thing out of there!" And a couple of them go running in after you.
Are they on some sort of like platform to like load onto the rocket, or
under the rocket? There's like a little like platform that's descended, and they're like, it looks like they're loading it up, and it'll probably like like a drawer like.
okay, I understand.
Yeah. But
yeah.
there's a gangplank that leads up into the rocket, which is what they just ran up and right
Separate from the like hatch that
Yes.
the Beagle Boys are loading stuff into.
Yep.
I understand. Okay.
So you are in the hatch. A couple of Beagle Boys went after you. You two are still outside. There are a couple of Beagle Boys standing outside now, looking out, kind of around, to see if you were alone.
Yeah.
Right.
Gonna-
I want to leap into one of the Beagle Boys. Here's what I want to do. I want to do like a jump over and jump onto one of them with the intention of trying to create a domino effect of Beagle Boys.
Ooh, okay, so that's a precise action.
Yes.
So it's sharp. You want to roll under your number.
Yes.
You can roll. You can roll 3. You know
Okay.
what? It's like you are on that side of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can help by distracting by
2 success.
Okay, wait, hang on.
Yeah. Oh,
not,
sorry.
Not necessary. 2 successes. It works.
Oh, you want? Okay, all right. So, yeah, 2 successes. You absolutely just go barreling into one of the
Yes.
Beagle Boys. He sort of turns around and he's like, "Oh my God!" And he like sort of backs up and then like loses his balance and he hits the second Beagle Boy and falls
Yeah.
on him.
Yeah.
Well, you put a third one there for the hell of it. He was like sitting there trimming his nails and not paying attention, and the first 2 just fall on top of him.
Okay.
And now they're lying in a pile. Oh, and Craven the Pally sends one to the table.
I knew it was gonna happen, you guys.
Answering the call.
No. And then
Answering
Teapot runs by and then looks at Dog and goes, "Get on the rocket!"
And I do. I get on the rocket.
All right. The 2 of you go into the gangplank, and you are already in there, and you ran in, and basically it's like on the inside of the rocket, it's just all automated. There was nobody in there, but 2 Beagle Boys ran in after you. So
Yes.
before the 2 of you arrived,
Right.
the 2 of you are sort of in this robot control room, and 2 Beagle Boys come in behind you, and one of them pulls a Tommy gun, and the other one's like, "Hey, don't shoot in here! You want to destroy Ma's rocket?" It's like, just get him, and one of them grabs for Darling.
I mean, they have to go through me.
Oh, so I guess they gotta chase me.
Are you on
Yeah.
your head?
Yes,
Yeah.
you were
I steered.
steering.
So sort of like tries to grab at the top of your head.
I said pretty.
Okay, so you make a help roll. You want to make a rough roll. You roll over your number. You can roll 3.
I bet Super Colony taught me that one.
Mm-hmm.
Sit upright.
Always.
Get help.
You are a god.
All right, you can roll with help. You can roll 3.
All right.
Beagle Boy just goes to like grab at you. You buck up.
1 success.
Oh.
Success with consequence.
Did I sit too? Is my snoot too far up?
It's a little bit of a. I run away, but because I slide down the back of Jenny.
Yeah, and you fall off of Jenny.
And I fall under. Is there like a desk or something?
Let's say you roll.
Like the helm or.
Yeah, you roll under the helm. Yes. And you're under there. And that other Beagle Boy starts like gets on the floor and starts grabbing around.
Occasionally pawing at paws.
The two of you show up now.
Okay. I'm gonna grab the Beagle Boy because he's like down on the ground, right? Like trying to grab at Darling. So I'm just gonna grab him by like the back of his pants and throw him to the side.
Sure, that's rough. You want to roll over your number?
Cool.
You can roll 3.
Okay.
This is right up Devil Dog's alley.
Okay. That is 2 successes.
2 successes, yeah. You absolutely just you pull and just rip him by the pants, and he's kind of like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That other Beagle Boy is like sort of seeing that happen, and then lunges for you, and says, what do you think you're doing? And grabs at you. Make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number? You can roll.
I'm a tenacious.
Yeah, you can roll 3.
Yeah.
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, yeah, he just totally overshoots the mark and goes flying over you as you kind of duck down, and the Beagle Boy kind of rolls onto the ground, and he gets up and he kind of holds his head and he's just like, all right, I've had enough of this. And he looks around and he gets to his feet, and he pulls out his Tommy gun and he's just like, take this, and he starts spraying around the cabin with bullets. You charge him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number. Because he's spraying with bullets, you can roll 2.
Yeah, 2 successes.
Oh, yeah,
Right,
2
I'm gonna make
successes.
you reroll both of the successes.
Dang.
Yeah, 2 successes. Fuck you, Dragon Lady.
Yes!
I'm a good dog.
I think they rigged these dice.
I just didn't curse them.
Yeah, I guess that's true. These are okay.
And furthermore, good dog.
Yeah, good dog. They're all good dogs.
They're all good dogs.
As they say on the internet.
You opened fire on puppers. You brought this on yourself.
That's
True.
100% true. There was only one way this was going to end, and it was with me charging so it's clear off the gangplank, and in about 5 seconds we're going to hear splash.
So he had sprayed the cabin with some bullets, and a couple of them ricocheted around and hit some of the steering stuff. But you hit him. He goes out cold.
Steering?
Well, so far nothing's going on. That Beagle Boy goes out cold, and the one that you grabbed, you were pulling him by the pants and kind of.
Yes.
What did you do with him?
I threw him, hopefully, out the gangplank.
You get out the door.
Yeah, with the successes you got, that's definitely going down. And the other one's unconscious, but all of a sudden, because of the bullets that hit, around the cabin, sparks start flying, things start shooting out steam and smoke. And the door suddenly starts to come down, the one that you came in.
I pushed the Beagle Boy out of the rocket.
Make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number. You can roll 2.
2 successes.
2 successes. Yeah, and that Beagle Boy, Indiana Jones style, just makes it under the door as it,
Nice.
coming down and just rolls off the
We're going to
gangplank.
space.
And you hear the whole rocket
I know
begin
how to fly.
fire
I'm
beneath you.
a space pilot.
Yeah, and the rocket slowly lifts off, coming out of the volcano, and you can, it's the Beagle Boys below on the ground are showered by all that money that they were loading into the elevator that was never closed. It just starts pouring out the back.
I just have my nose up against a window.
Yeah, you're watching as you shoot up and you see you rise above the volcano and you see the mountain range and you see
Teapot
the
has found a
forest.
space helmet and has it on.
Yeah, and you
Just
got
Just
yeah,
helmet.
okay, you know what? It
Just-
doesn't. It was an automated thing, so there wouldn't be any space helmets. But I'm going to say there was one anyway because the Beagle Boys are not good at funny stuff.
Emergency space
Yeah.
helmet.
Emergency space helmet. Yes.
This toy rocket must have a lot of batteries.
I did say I might fancy seeing space, so
Space.
I guess
We're
that's where we're
going to
going.
apocalypse. It's good now.
Yeah, and you see, I mean, exactly. It's like the Earth starts to disappear, gets smaller and smaller and smaller as the rocket sort of just shoots off into the atmosphere.
Oh, it feels so
I
good.
got really cozy under here, and I may have found a nap spot.
Underneath the control console.
Under the control-
Yeah, it's very contained, and it feels like a dresser drawer, like with
Aw.
my kid, and I'm now asleep.
Aw.
There's rumbling, and
Aw.
it's warm, and there's lots of ambient sounds.
Yeah,
That's cute.
no, 100%. I'm going to get up against just like the corner of something so my kerchief can catch, and get that off and nudge it under the side so that you have a little bed blanket thing.
Do a couple of spins, stop,
Aw.
spin the other way, fall.
And just
Cute.
Yeah, and the rocket just continues on, and you don't seem to have, I mean, as far as you can tell, I mean, there doesn't seem to be any control right now. It just seems to be doing its own thing.
Automated. Are we floating in space?
Well, you know, the rocket keeps going up, and eventually it hits a point where suddenly it's the four of you just kind of weightlessly start to
Oh!
I twist in exactly the way that the gift of the Shiba Inu in space twists.
I'm still asleep.
Teapot is like doing somersaults and bouncing.
Yeah, Teapot, you're right at home.
Like, yes, we're in space.
And you're sure this is quite normal?
This is what space is like before you crash.
I'm sorry, did you say before you crash?
Space.
Sleep dog running. Oh, floating.
Aw.
I'm just gonna dog paddle until I reach something that's an object, and then I'm going to push off it, but then I'm dog paddling again!
Oh. Yeah, you're all just like dog paddling through the air, kind of four dogs floating around, having good old dog
But you're all
time.
nice and contained, so you Darling stays where they are.
Yeah, I'm just on
Fairly
like,
nicely
I hit
contained, because
the
you're all
top of
curled
the
up in this
roof.
kerchief.
Just
And suddenly you hear this beep, 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 and there's a message flashing on the controls.
Oh, I want to go retrieve the message.
Make a sharp roll. You want to roll under your number.
Okay.
You can roll 2, I think we said, for reading English, right?
Okay.
I tilt my head at it to try to understand where the noise is coming from, and then I tilt my head to the other side.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Oh.
These dice roll high. That's a problem for me because I'm trying to roll low on this.
Well, they're the cursed dice. if
I
you
know,
want.
I could try the curse
You could try the
dice.
curse
Here
dice.
we have more.
Oh, okay.
Look, if you don't,
Okay, listen. I'm gonna.
you never need to do that, okay?
Okay, we have 2 rerolls. I'm gonna use one of them to try and read English. Yay, that's a 1.
Yay!
Wow. Okay. Yeah. You come up to the screen and you see a message and you sort of read it really slowly. Tractor beam engaged.
Tractor beam engaged.
And as those words leave Dog's
Those
lips,
are good words.
suddenly the
balance
ship
beam.
just like jostles and starts like pulling in a different direction than it was
Whoa.
a second ago.
This is supposed to happen.
what's happening?
We're being brought in. That happens in space. You go through space and you crash, or you're brought in.
Well, it does sound like a better alternative to crashing.
It's like they play tug of war with the ship, and now the ship isn't tug.
Is this the kind of beam that took our parents?
I
Uh,
think
We're not took,
No.
so no.
Huh.
Hmm.
They've
Different kinds
suddenly
of beams.
It's like a leash.
Oh.
Instinctively scratches that leash spot.
I turn around to try to chew a leash that is there.
Yeah.
And you sort of look out the windshield that's there, even though it shouldn't be because there's not supposed to be any live pilots in the ship, but it is anyway.
Right.
And
It might be the
you
windshield.
see that you are being pulled towards this like high orbit space station, and it's kind of a big donut shaped kind of thing. And you are being pulled towards what looks like a docking bay. It's like kind of opening up to let you in.
Dogging bay.
A dogging bay.
I bring you back your
Oh.
bandana.
I don't understand the purpose of this, so I am now attempting to play tug with you.
Instantaneous fun!
Yeah, and as you're pulled into the docking bay, you're pulled in, and it's huge. There are all these other rockets just like the one you're in right now, and like you can see that like there are all these like Beagle Boys in spacesuits, and they're like loading, out of the bottoms of the rockets, they're like unloading all like bags of money and diamonds and stuff, and just putting them on this conveyor belt that like kind of just leads out of the room. But it's like there must be like 10 of those rockets in there.
And none
And
of them are chasing the
A
bags.
lot of Beagle Boys.
And a lot of Beagle Boys. We're talking,
Okay.
20, 30 Beagle Boys. in this room.
Listen, I think I have a plan for us to sneak in here. We need to hide in the bags of money, and then they will just unload us onto the conveyor belt, and we'll be able to slip by with no one noticing. But we're going to have to lay very still.
But the toy.
I get a bag
Quiet.
and I
good
nose
dogs.
into it, and I'm going to investigate and see if I fits.
And if you fit, you lay down. We'll call that sharp. You want to roll under your number, you can roll 3.
Should all of us roll a if it
I'm the
fits, we
biggest.
sits?
I'm the biggest doggo.
Yeah.
Everybody roll a sharp roll.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I mean...
I
like,
fit.
Well,
Yeah,
all
you
the bags
fit.
are different sizes.
Yeah, you fit.
So I have 3 successes. So when New York City made that rule that you could only have dogs in the metro if they fit in a bag?
Yeah.
Jenny, go.
Aw.
The big IKEA bag.
That's my
that was
favorite
like this
thing.
fits.
Is the dog in an IKEA bag.
Yeah.
It's literally
Well,
my favorite thing.
Yeah.
so
I
sweet.
mean,
New
Yeah.
Yorkers,
Jenny Waffles.
never underestimate their ingenuity for breaking
Yes,
the rules.
yes.
How do you do?
I haven't rolled yet.
Oh, 3, you want to roll under your number?
Letter of the law.
2 success.
All right, you?
see how well. No, nothing.
You?
I have to. I fit.
Yeah, I
You
guess
fit.
you
You
fit.
fit.
All right.
I was like, really?
You gonna hang in the back with me?
So you get in a bag and close it, and you get in a bag and close it, and you get in a bag and close it.
I get in their bag.
And you open up a bag
wanna
and
be
stick your
alone.
head in, and your whole body is just like sticking out the side.
Tails wagging.
Perfect.
Tails wagging.
Yeah.
You're in.
Like, I'm hidden.
Oh, hacker voice.
You can't see
me.
And
Oh,
no!
This is a
Forgot about
troublesome
the
poodoo.
And okay, so the 3 of you get in your bags
Yep.
and you're like moving along the
Yep.
conveyor belt. It's all going well, and you're there.
Everything's going well.
And the couple of Beagle Boys start looking at you and see your tail wagging, and they're like, "What's going on there?" It's like one of them's like, "I don't know. I'm sure it's nothing." And then the poodoo comes jumping out and just like jumps on your back and like, bah, bah, and starts like batting at you. And the Beagle Boys are like, "Hey, okay, that's definitely something. We need to do something about this." And like I'll say like 5 of them go running right towards you and the poodoo.
None of us know.
No, we can't see.
You're all in your bag.
Bags. Do I know? Because my face is in the bag.
Just shake your
But
butt.
the poodoo's like
Just
jumping
shake
on me.
your butt.
Yeah,
Help me,
okay,
butt.
the poodoo's jumping on me.
Yeah,
I know something's
the
up.
Shake
poodoo's
that
jumping on
fuzzy
you.
butt.
Make a
Okay.
sharp roll. You can roll
Sharp
1.
roll?
Yeah, your head's in a bag. You can roll 1. You want to roll under your number.
To see if you know
To
anything's
see if
going
I know
on.
anything's going on or
Yep.
if everything's just fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, no, you think everything's fine. So you totally do not hear those Beagle Boys coming up, and they grab you and they grab the poodoo both by the scruff of the neck, and they're like, "Hey, look at what we got here."
Uh-oh.
I'm a space dog. You're a bad dog.
Yeah, that's right. I'm a bad dog. Bad to the bone.
I'm
Bone? Bone?
Bone?
Did you hear bone? Make a sharp roll. You want to roll under
Unless
your
the
number.
bags are soundproof. You tell me.
You can roll 2. Make a sharp roll.
They
You
seem
wanna
to
roll under
potentially
your
be
number.
waterproof, so.
This is sharp.
They're space proof, you know.
Yeah.
That's true.
Passionate
Sharp.
bone?
Yeah. Passionate bone?
No.
All right,
No.
you can roll over your number, too.
Then 2 successes.
Hey, Lemau.
Okay, you hear the word bone come out of somebody's mouth. And
Bone.
Bone?
Bone.
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 Bone. Out.
And you're just zipping along in the thing.
Yup.
And you two pop out and you see the Beagle Boys holding the two of them, and it's just like, Ma is gonna be so proud of me.
So where are we, and where is that?
All right. You're on a conveyor belt, sort of moving along.
Is it like one of the?
Yeah, like an airport luggage kind of thing, you know. She and the Poodoo were pulled off, like, sort of from a little bit behind you, so you've moved a little bit past now, so it's like...
But I
say they're
am
like-
still hypothetically eligible for death from above.
just barely, I would say. Okay, let's call that a rough roll. You're diving on the Beagle Boy?
I mean, it is specific. That's a very bat move, and I'm a dog from Into the Batverse.
Okay.
So I kind of need to.
Mm-hmm.
Make a rough roll.
I
You
don't
want to
make the
roll
rules, I
over
just
your
make the
number.
vibes.
You can roll... You can roll 3. You're an action character.
One success.
Ooh, okay, yeah. So you come right down on top of that Beagle Boy and just totally knock him out, like squashed him beneath you. But that catches the attention of all these other Beagle Boys because like the whole room's full of them, and they all start turning and now looking at you and the Poodoo and you.
I'm still on the conveyor belt. I went back to get dog.
Jump back on
You went
the
back to your
conveyor
dog.
Oh.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, make a rough roll. You want to
There's
roll
a
over your
bone.
number. You can roll 3. See
In
if
the
you
sense that,
catch
like,
up
we're
to
kind of
dog on the
bones?
conveyor belt.
Yes.
3 successes.
Oh man.
Yeah, you easily catch up to dog, and you're
Pull the knot. Dog.
What's going on?
There's a bone. And
bone.
also trouble, but bone.
Trouble? Where? And I just like pop my head out of the bag.
yeah. And now you also see that the two of them and the Poodoo are kind of sitting on the ground, and like I don't know, maybe 15, 20 Beagle Boys are now starting to
Oh,
like,
dear.
close a semicircle around.
Okay.
I'm gonna
so
start to
here's-
run through them and make a distraction.
Okay.
I'm just running around the room.
Distraction. Okay.
My plan is to take one of the bags, one that has coins in it, hopefully.
Mhm.
And I want to open it up and like shake it free so
Yes!
there's coins all over the ground that they
Shake
slip
it,
on.
Oh,
I would like to assist in that.
you're gonna sit
I
back.
learned from my twig situation. I'm picking up a coin at a time and going like a little bullet.
Okay, make
So
a
cute.
rough roll. You want to roll over your number. You can roll 3 since you've done it before and successfully.
Get help.
All right.
You can roll 3 with help.
Okay.
You want to roll over your number. Your number is 4.
4. 2 success.
2 successes. Okay, yeah, that absolutely does it. And those, the two of you, combine your efforts, and those coins
Yes.
go flying everywhere. And the Beagle Boys suddenly start, like, a lot of them start slipping. This is like, coins everywhere.
Yes.
And jewels. Those must hurt like Legos.
Mhm.
Yeah, and they start like
Oh,
falling.
like Legos.
2 successes, a whole bunch of them start falling off of their feet. And
And I'm running like they are. I'm nipping at ankles.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
Oh, you own this room.
all right, and you,
Yeah,
were doing,
This is your room.
you were doing a distraction
I'm
thing,
in
right?
space.
I mean, I'm a dog and I'm running around and I'll peel some of them off because they're going to chase me because I'm a dog and I'm running
All
around.
right, we'll call that a help roll for her. Why
Yeah,
don't you
there
make
we
a
go.
rough roll? You want to roll over your number, you can roll 3.
Yeah. I'm a tenacious revolutionary. Get help, my buddy.
Okay,
I'm a good
and
dog.
With help, you can roll... You're like a coward. You can roll
But
2.
I'm also a space corgi.
Yeah, but you're like a cautious coward, and now you're on the attack. You can roll 2 with help. You want to roll over your number. Your number is 2.
Yay! 2 successes. One's my number.
Yeah. Okay.
Yay.
So yeah, you start biting. Biting at the Beagle Boy's ankles all over. And yeah, it's like 2 successes. So yeah, you're doing a great job. And just on one, like on a nearby like computer screen, you see like the face of Ralph the dog pop up, and some music starts coming out of the speakers, and he's like, "Hey, Ralph the dog here. What's your question? Got a question? You can ask about anything you want. Ralph the dog here."
Besides these Beagle Boys, is there anything else to herd?
Oh.
Is there anything else to herd? Well, Ma Beagle's on the station.
Ooh, thank you.
Ralph the dog out, and the screen goes dead.
Okay. We should make a run for it. I think we should continue to follow where the conveyor belt was going, but now we can use it like those things in the airport that make you walk faster.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna make you roll for that because
Yes.
you succeeded on so many other things. The Beagle Boys
Yeah.
are slipping on coins, their ankles
In
are
the
all
chaos,
they're all-
making a
yeah,
Great.
distracted, right? And you
Those
all
are my
just
favorite
jump and you
things.
start running along the
Yes.
conveyor belt, and it's
Yes.
like it's one of those things where it's like you run up the conveyor belt and it dumps you in a thing, and then you run another one and you go down and you go back up, and it's all like a big kind of Rube Goldberg thing.
Nice.
Yeah, and then eventually it sort of dumps you over the side into like this big pile of like coins and jewels and diamonds, and you can hear this voice being like, "Ha ha! At long last, I'm gonna have a pile of money bigger than Scrooge McDuck. All the money in the world is gonna be mine." And you sort of look up and you see like there's this kind of tough old lady beagle, kind of looks like the Beagle Boys, but much older, and has a familial resemblance, and she's kind of sitting on her knees and kind of like picking the money up and throwing it in the air. It's like, I'll learn how to swim through this someday.
Throwing.
Yeah, just throwing the money up
See,
in the air.
I'm so focused on digging. I can't
Oh
even pay
yeah,
attention
digging
to
in the
throwing.
money.
I've been on this digging.
You're
I
digging
wanna-
in the money?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
leap and try to grab some of that money that she threw. Catch it.
Okay, that's so you're trying to grab money and you're
Maz.
digging.
Ma's playing fetch.
Ma's playing fetch and you're
I'm cautiously making my way around the other side of Ma.
okay. So let's start with you. Make a sharp roll because that's sort of cautiously. You're doing it stealthily.
I'm a cautious
So
dog.
you want to roll under your number. You can roll 3.
Okay.
Your number is 2.
Oh, yay. 1 success.
Okay. Success with consequence. For now, we'll just say you start making your way around very quietly. You
I'm
were
gonna leap and grab money that she's throwing
Okay,
because
that's
I
a-
like to catch stuff out of the air.
That's a rough roll. You can roll over your number. You can roll 3. If
Okay.
it's something you like to do.
That is 2 successes.
Okay. What are you doing?
So I'm burying through, because
Just
I'm
for the
digging.
fun of it?
Well,
Or you-
so I mean, this is I learned this from my mom, who buries and then comes up and I mean like tackles and probably snuggles people.
But are you doing it for like you're trying to get the jump on Ma Beagle, or are you just
Yeah.
like doing it for the fun of it? Okay,
It's
so
just like mom
okay,
does.
so it's a stealth roll. You want to roll
Mhm.
under your number. You can roll 3.
Mom, be proud of me.
Mostest of proud.
That's 2 successes.
Yeah.
2 successes. Okay. What were you doing?
Fetch.
You were playing fetch. All right. So I'm gonna bundle up
This is the mom.
Yeah.
your
Doing the
fetch
mom
game
fetch.
with your fetch. So you go flying through the air and catch one of those coins, and Ma Beagle just sees you come. Just, what the hell? While you're sort of quietly coming up behind, and Ma Beagle like stumbles back when she sees you, and then trips over you and falls like right on top of you. And Ma Beagle's laying down when you like pop up from underneath and land like directly on like her chest, and she's just like, what are you doing here? Who left these animals on the ship? Where are my boys?
We're hero pups.
Boys, come help, boys!
Did you hurt yourself when you fell?
Your boys are a bit indisposed at the moment, I'm afraid.
Oh yeah, I hurt my old back. Why don't you help Ma up?
Don't help her.
Help
She's
her.
trying to appeal to your sense of goodness and empathy.
Don't listen to her.
She's the one who made your human go away, your child.
I lay my face on her forehead and just don't be bad, but also don't be injured.
Now,
Stop being
Still
a
dog.
bad dog.
What are you doing? Okay, why don't you make an intimidation roll? We'll call that rough. You want to roll over your number. You can roll 3. You've been to the
Yeah.
ringer.
yeah.
That's 3 successes, 2 of which are my number.
3 successes, 2 of your number. So yeah, Ma is very scared of you. Like a little spotlight comes on in the back of the room, and then Rolf is back there, kind of lounge style. Is yeah, Rolf the dog here. You get 2 questions. What are your questions for Rolf the dog? Yeah.
What is Aunt May having for dinner? Not in this narrative Kadubada, but in another narrative Kadubada, where Aunt May isn't like one of the humans who's gone.
In jokes piled on in jokes.
Oh yeah.
In one of the narrative where Aunt May is gone.
No, where
Is
she's
it?
not,
Sometimes.
because like we knew with
She wouldn't be
Darling's
eating.
kid. She wouldn't be eating anything. So I have to ask about a narrative Kadabada where she could be eating something.
Okay.
And cooking.
Aunt May in some alternate universe.
She can order in.
It's true.
In the spirit of the Scooby Snacks, you know when Shaggy would make those big giant sandwiches,
sandwiches.
and then like together and would like pull the string
Yes.
so that the big sandwich would like come down into a little sandwich.
Yes.
That is what Aunt May's house.
Aunt May is just the freaking
Shaggy
coolest.
sandwiches.
Yay.
So
There has
good.
to be a more appetizing
Yeah.
name than that. But yeah, so she's terrified of you, and you are trying to.
Ma, if you're really injured, my kid is the bestest doctor hero in the world, and she could fix you if you just let her go.
Make
Aw.
you also make a rough roll. You want to roll over your number? You can roll 3.
2 successes.
Two
Big
successes.
eyes right in front of her eyes.
And Mom looks to you and
Leaned
she's
over.
like, God, I'm absolutely terrified. And you're completely adorable. I can't lie to you. My back doesn't hurt. And,
Bad dog attack.
It doesn't.
No, I
I
was.
told you she was trying to trick you,
Yeah,
but
friend's right.
you're still a very good
Why
dog.
would you try to get rid of all of our humans?
Well, there's a lot of reasons.
Or our people?
I wanted all the money in the world.
But
Well, you've got it.
you've
So
got
put
all
it
the-
back.
and
Yes.
also,
Yes.
just
Uh-huh.
explain to me, what is your plan for all the money in the world? In a world where there's no longer any humans and therefore no more reason to exchange currency.
Bragging rights over Scrooge McDuck. Woo! And like, she
I
just
don't know
starts
him.
cackling. He's
he
a
a
duck
good
guy
dog?
with lots of money. We used to have a Scrooge McDuck thing here.
Right, and what sort...
Kind of looks like a duck with a top hat. Kinda,
Sure.
I know
like a
ducks.
greedy duck
Now
cat
no.
who sounds like David Tennant.
Okay, understood. That resonates with me on a very personal level. But don't you see that there's not really any point? Like, you've achieved it. You've got this big pile of money, and now there's
Damn
nothing.
straight.
Now there's nothing
No.
to do with it but sit here and be lonely and just have your children running amok.
Well, I don't know. What do you want me to do?
I want you to be a good dog.
Give our people back.
That's true.
Well, I can't give your people back. I don't know how any of that fancy technology that I got from them aliens works.
Aliens, we have an alien.
I'm a space dog.
My mom's an alien.
Huh. Well, if your mom's gone, she can't help us now because she's gone.
Where's your technology?
Not gone.
Well, they're in those rays that are all back down on those balloons.
Put them back. Drop them.
There's
Drop
individual
them.
rays on the balloons.
Yeah, those rays on the balloons that were down there. That's where the technology is.
There's nothing on the spaceship.
Nothing I can do from here. Besides, you could try going down there, but I probably wouldn't.
Why's
Why?
that?
Because of that. And she points, we'll say that there's kind of a window.
Zani has trolled me too many times. I do not look when she points.
Yeah, you don't look.
I do that
I'm totally
hesitation.
definitely looked.
The rest of you look, and you look out the window, and you see this huge kind of alien armada fly past the space station towards Earth, and they start just blasting away with these rockets and with lasers and stuff.
They're blasting
And-
us.
The planet Earth, you're watching from the space station.
Does Teapot know the Armada? Because Space Dog.
You know what? Make a sharp roll. You want to roll under your number. You can roll. You can roll 2. You're a space dog, but space is very big.
Space is very big. It's very big. Yeah.
It's
No.
very,
No.
very.
They don't look
very,
familiar
very-
to you. You have also been to space.
Yes.
Why don't you roll you can roll 1. You want to roll under your number. You've only been to one place in space.
I rolled my number.
You roll your number.
Where are
I'm gonna make you roll it again.
No.
Okay, no, but you roll your number. So we'll say
Where?
You don't succeed,
Yeah.
but you can still ask wrong.
I ask with my question instead of the result of the roll.
you're-
Ha.
what are you asking?
Who are they?
Yeah.
Who are the
Who are the
aliens?
Who are they?
The
What's
Armada
the
or
shit?
what?
Yeah.
Like,
The aliens are let's say the aliens are Cybermen.
Oh
Like Doctor
no!
Who style
Oh my
Cybermen.
God.
I don't know what that means.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
We really need my kid back. There's
Oh, wait.
asbestos doctor.
Supposed to be in Ralph the dog character. They're Cybermen from like Doctor Who. They're just
Oh
kind
man!
of robot
Oh.
guys who kind of hate everything. But
Oh,
I need my kid.
this seems far outside their MO as they're just kind of demolishing the planet. Ralph the dog out! And Ralph flips away as you watch these spaceships just kind of pound the planet with like rockets.
Well,
and bombs and
I guess
stuff.
on the bright side is there's no people there right now. They'd be.
There's all the animals and all of the toys. The alive toys.
Well, I mean, I didn't say it was like the best. There's just like one bright side to it.
Isn't this a apocalypse?
And on that note, as you say, I guess there's some bright side to it. We pull back, and we will be back next week for part 2 of Hero Pups.
Oh my gosh.
As you watch the Earth being wrecked from the space station with Mob Eagle
Oh no!
by Cybermen. Thank you so much, everybody.
Yeah.
We destroyed a planet full of good boys.
I mean, we didn't per
No,
se.
you began following the trail that will lead
Yes.
to the culprits.
Yes.
But
yes.
Cybermen! Oh no!
yeah, but for now, Cybermen are destroying the world. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
everybody,
thanks for having
joining
me.
us.
This was fun.
Yeah, this was great. Please come back anytime.
Yeah, definitely.
This was awesome.
Your master.
Oh yeah.
So
We'll get them all back. We'll get the Infinity Dog Gauntlet.
Good plan.
Would that be like the
This
Infinity
makes all the
collar?
franchises.
So I actually owe you the unlock the Snoopy will give you his World War I Flying Ace doghouse. And
Oh, we'll probably need that next game.
yeah, we kind of went over it. I
Ace of
kind of
Space.
skipped it, but you will just start next game, and that will be unlocked already, and I'll give it to you quickly. But yeah, otherwise, oh my God, thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
Again, super generous. And why don't we go around the table, start with Emma, and tell the good people where they can find you.
Sure. I'm all over the internet wherever Emma Fifes are sold at my name, Emma Fife. I have a website now too that I try to keep updated, emmafife.com. So again, just really keep it on brand there. I am doing a new volume in our ongoing Call of Cthulhu anthology series that we do periodically over at Hyper RPG. That is on Wednesday nights. He Left It Dead starting at 6 p.m. Pacific time, twitch.tv/hyperrpg. Yeah, it's spooky and weird and we go insane. That's Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah.
I'm Sam Delev. You can find me on Twitter at Tchaikovsky, ChaiKovsky. Catch me every Monday on Plunders and Blunders, the D&D adventure podcast I do with my friends, including the delightful Gina DeVivo.
That's me.
Also, you can find me on Fridays on Q Times, Queue Times, on Twitch at 6:30 to 9:30 Pacific for Before the Gate, the Geist and Eater 2nd edition game that we do with Eric Campbell, as well as the magnificent Markia McCarty and Xander Genre and Ravity Dubse. This coming week is going to be the series finale, and Eric said that like there was some really good stuff coming, so I'm afraid. And there's also this next Sunday, the season finale of Long Beach by Night.
Great.
Where everything is always going well. That's Sundays from 12 to 3. So hear me out. Sundays 12 to 3. Q Times. Enthusi Army Space Day. Hero Pups in space.
Lots of space stuff going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're looking for a new podcast, the Something Scary podcast, which is my horror podcast, we do animated horror every Tuesday. There's a short story that was user submitted, and we have animated that over at snarled.com, well, youtube.com/snarled, and that releases Tuesday at like 9 a.m. PST. And then for podcasts, I narrate like 3 to 4 more user-submitted horror stories. Yeah, and that's every Tuesday. This upcoming Tuesday, we have Ghostly Spirits of Africa. It's actually a really, really good episode, and I want everybody to see it. So, yeah, that'll drop on Tuesday. And then if you're in the Hollywood area on Mondays, I, along with Kiri Callahan, we are the hosts of Trivia Dome at Alamo Draft House. And we have like a really good time. And it goes from 8 to 10. So, yeah, check that out. And then, of course, Guy's series finale
Okay.
on Friday. So all these
I'm afraid.
Oh, I know. Oh, we might die again.
You know, I spend a lot of time on Q Times just like being dead.
It's fun times.
It's
great.
It's
Gina DeVivo.
Hi, I'm Gina DeVivo, and you can find me at Pocket Gina on most of the internet things. Again, amazing Plunders and Blunders with this lovely one. And if you like more podcast, Kids with Powers and Hormones, Champions of the Earth podcast, you should definitely check that out. Cause follow them for sure, because some fun stuff is in the works, and I would really like you to follow that information because cool stuff's happening. And then every Tuesday, 4 p.m. Pacific on Geek and Sundry, Knights of Everflame is filming or airing. That's the word. Airing. It's really wonderful, and I like it a lot, and I want you to watch it if you like fun things.
And omelet.
And omelets.
Oh, and
That's me.
I have Twitter and Instagram at Markia McCarty. Okay, because I'm starting to forget to say that now.
It's okay.
So it'd be the first thing.
I know.
Yeah.
The good news is I'm pretty
Get
sure
to
it's
it.
right there, and maybe
Yes,
probably
I always
saying
say
it
if
is a
I
little
miss
bit
it, it's gotta be
superfluous.
there.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Rick Bud. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram and everything at rbud913, or you can follow the show at Tempting Fate RPG. I will be back here next week with Gene
And button the
DeVivo
collar.
and Markia McCarty and Sam DeLev. And our friend
onesie.
Aki, Ginny Benson, will be joining us, returning as Lockjaw, the Marvel pup,
Yeah.
the Inhumans
That's
teleporting
From
pup.
Inhumans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they played back in their Fantastic Four game. And that is next week. And I think tomorrow on Saving Throw is the finale of Broken Pack. Is that right, Dom? 8 p.m. on D&D. You know, and yeah, that's a D&D show. It's great. The tomorrow's big finale. And then we'll be back here next week. Oh my God, thank you so much, everybody. You've been so great with us all
Thank
season.
you.
Hero Pops, you did a great job. The ending was not your fault. It's,
No, we're good dogs.
We're
yeah,
very
you're
good
dogs.
dogs.
That's all on Ma Beagle and the Beagle Boys. They are bad dogs.
They're the worst.
Yeah, they
They're
really
the worst dogs.
They're just the worst.
Mhm.
All dogs
Send them
can
into
be good
space.
dogs.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, all dogs go to heaven,
Yeah,
but they're not all good dogs.
they're not all good dogs.
No, definitely
they're
not.
good dogs.
Shout out to my friend Eric Bauza, who is the voice of all of the Beagle Boys on the current iteration of DuckTales.
Really?
He's
That's
every,
awesome.
he's every Beagle Boy.
Oh my God,
Yep.
it's fantastic.
Yep.
Super
It's
fun.
so good to do.
It's so good.
It's so great. Oh my
Yes.
God, yeah.
But this
Oh.
is dog
Dogtails. Oh,
Dog
we
tails.
missed the
Oh.
Damn, that could be like part 2.
Oh, yeah. Dog
There you
tails.
go.
Wow. Wow, we could like compose a whole. Okay, never mind.
Man.
Maybe
Missed
it's here for
opportunity.
next time.
Yeah, next time. Thank you so much, Emma Fife.
Yes, thank you for having me. This was so fun.
Thank you so much.
Dom.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
And thank you for Tempting Fate with us.
Yay.